What's up, y'all? Back again today with a very special video. Today, we're doing an on-the-run class or on-the-run conversation. I had a little time. I thought I worked tonight, but I do not work tonight. So I went to somewhere kind of quiet. I thought it was kind of quiet, but now that I'm here, I'm noticing they have some music in the background. So I'm hoping that the music doesn't pick up too much for YouTube. I hope YouTube doesn't give me some copyright strike for having this music in the background. If y'all can hear me, let me know. I'm using these headphones too, so the audio, I'm not sure how the audio is gonna be. I do want to have a quick little conversation. It's not gonna take long at all. What up, Bryce? See, this is what I'm talking about YouTube. It says I have 0 people in the chat, but you got 2 people here right now. Now you want to do okay. Jay, let me know if you hear a lot of, is the music very distracting in the background? Like, can you hear it as loud as me? Do you think that YouTube will give it a copyright strike for the music in the background? Now, of course, I'm going to be talking, so it's not going to be like just straight music, but I hear it. I can hear it. Okay, Jay says he hears no music. Good, good. So, without further ado, man, how y'all feeling, man? I'm gonna do have a quick little discussion with y'all tonight. What was the other? That's what it was. Ah, quick little discussion. How y'all feeling, man? Friday. I don't usually. Sometimes I don't come on Friday, so I might do a call in Friday too. How about that? Anybody want to call in a little bit later? What up? What up, Killer? Anybody want to call? See, I got 3 people in the chat, but YouTube says I have one. See, that's why I be getting upset because it be looking like nobody's in the chat. So far, including myself, there's 4 people in the chat, but YouTube says there's one person in the chat. And we've talked about it before. YouTube does this on purpose. Why does YouTube do this? Because they want me to look like a fucking scrub, but also because remember I told you YouTube admitted in an email that if you do not have 1,000 subscribers, they're going to limit the amount of live stream viewers you can have to protect the community. So I guess the only people that they trust to allow to have 25 people or more in the stream is people with 1,000 or more subscribers, which is funny, right? Because how am I supposed to get 1,000 subscribers if you're not letting new people come into the stream? And what does that mean? So if 25 of my subscribers come to a stream at one time, they're just not going to let any more come on, or they're going to kick some people off, or they're just not going to tell me that it's more than 25. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of shit. What up, Killer? So we're going to have a quick little discussion, guys. Um, I don't know if I'm going to be able to have a class on Monday, and I have to work all day tomorrow and all day Sunday. I thought I was going to work all day today, but no, we have just a little free time. So I figured, might as well come to the class and have a little discussion. Not a full class, but a little discussion. Like I said, if y'all can hear me loud and clearly, put 7 in the chat. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about probably about 3 little things. I'm going to react to 3 main things, right? The first being this, just for anybody who's new in the chat, maybe you guys didn't see this, maybe you guys forgot about this from last time, but we talked about this before. Now, this is the new conversation that we are going to be having today, guys. It is a continuation of the last class. Jay, can you remind me what the class was that we talked about, Keke? You can go look on my past recent live streams and you'll see it. The one where it's him, it's Keke, the baby dad, and the baby on the cover. I forget what the name of it is off the top of my head. Uh, what was the name of that stream that we talked about Keke Palmer? What up, Mark? Mark, I'm just kicking it tonight. We got about a little 2 hours or whatnot to chill. What was the name of that stream, guys? I just want to know, just for my purposes. Killer, we already know that. We already know that YouTube is. It's just the tactics that they use is very interesting because remember, they always have to try to keep their hands clean. So being a content creator, you start seeing all the different tactics. Mind you, they've been deleting my comments for years. Since I first started my channel, they was deleting my comments. But the funny thing about how they delete my comments, they only delete certain comments, guys. And it's not because of profanity or whatever you want to call it. Of course, they delete some profanity comments too, but I noticed early on that YouTube was deleting very long comments, the very insightful, full of information comments. Somebody leave 3 paragraphs for me in a comment section, and when I get the notification, I click on the notification that the whole comments just is magically gone. This has been happening for years. I'm talking uh, the way that they mess with the subscriber count, this type of baby mama trauma. That's what it was called. Go watch that stream, guys. That was a good one. That was a good one, guys. Wow, that was a really good one. Now that we look back on that one aged beautifully. I gotta go back and watch that baby mama trauma. We talked about it. Of course, you've already heard about baby mama drama, but this one took it a step further. Forget drama. You know, everybody can deal with a good soap opera. Everybody can't deal with blunt force trauma, right? So there's a very thick line between drama and trauma. You thought you were dealing with baby mama drama. No, this is called baby mama trauma. Now, that's a perfect place to pick up from it, right? Has anybody heard the most recent news about Keke Palmer? Talk to me in the chat. I mean, I know some of you guys might not spend that much time on social media, but this news just popped up yesterday, actually. Out of nowhere, turns out, and they had been seen together a couple times since the whole Usher debacle. And if you don't remember, I'm definitely not going down the whole rabbit hole again about Keke Palmer. This is for all the people who remember the Keke Palmer debacle. Okay, now you can go look up the footage of her with Usher. We can go down the whole rabbit hole of, or should I say, the hamster wheel. We could do the whole hamster wheel of, was she wrong for wearing the dress? Was the dress inappropriate? Was she wrong for not taking him? Was she wrong for turning around and dancing for Usher? Was he wrong for, putting it on social media and all these type of things? Of course, these conversations are very vital, which is why we had them last time. And by the way, guys, if you can't hear me at any time, or if I sound too far away, please let me know. I cannot stand when I listen back to these streams and the audio is horrible. Please let me know if my audio is horrible. I'm on these Beats headphones though, so they should be at least decent. So we were talking about a million things in the last stream. Um, the dress that she wore, was it appropriate? Was it inappropriate? The fact that she has all the different things that we could talk about. That's not what I'm here to talk about tonight. I'm here actually to talk about something that I was talking about in the last stream because, believe it or not, Usher, Keke Palmer, and Darius, they are just what, guys? Talk to me in the chat. Jay, what is Usher in this scenario? What is Keke Palmer in this scenario? What is Darius in this scenario? They're just what? Because it's definitely not just, it's just not about them. The same way when I talked about Kanye West and his daughter, it wasn't about Kanye and what fucking album he dropped, right? So let's talk about it, guys. Of course, Keke Palmer, Darius Jackson, Usher, they are all variables. They're variables, meaning Usher could have been a different person, Keke Palmer could be a different woman, and Darius could be any man in America. Now, there's a few things that I do want to touch on before I even forget about it. The first thing I want to talk about is the people who have stuff to say about this issue, and you're so flippant. Let me just say this because I've seen a lot of particularly black male content creators who are very flippant. I believe that's the right word. Can somebody tell me if that's the right word that I'm using? Flippant? Go look that up. What does flippant mean? Anyway, these these black men that are talking about this conversation, that have been talking about this conversation, that's talking about, let's just say, Will Smith even, a lot of these men do not have children. And believe me, there's nothing wrong with not having children. Some people would even envy you if you don't have children, right? I mean, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about right now in particular the men who are covering this Keke Palmer story who don't have kids. Now, why do we want to talk about that? Because if you do not have children, you probably likely will not understand the depth and complexity and the nuance and the context behind this story, right? Because clearly, if you're talking about this story, you're going to be like, okay, just leave the bitch, right? Somebody put a 7 in the chat if that's what your reaction is, especially as a man. Just leave the bitch, right? Because that's what I've heard since the beginning, since the whole Usher thing. They were like, just leave her. They and nobody, it's seemingly nobody, or very few people were actually talking about the baby and the relationship, which is basically like owning a business. You're owning a business with someone, right? So let's talk about it because I don't want to name any names, but I have heard a number of men, including one of the men I was listening to today. As a matter of fact, Killer, you know the brother. I've seen you in his. I don't know how I'll be finding these YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, I guess, I get recommended them from the fact because I've noticed some of these YouTubers I stumble upon. I'll be in their comment section and I notice some of y'all in their comment section. So it must be a algorithm thing. I don't know, but there's this one dude that I was listening to this morning, and I'm gonna shout him out. I don't know his whole name, but I think his name is Killer. Tell me, oh boy's name, Plat or Platinum or Platinum Elite or something like that. Is a dude has a channel on YouTube, and he has pretty good perspective from what I've heard so far. But he was talking about this Keke Palmer situation earlier today, and if you don't know what we're talking about the recent news that Keke Palmer has filed for sole legal. You hear this? You hear this, Jay? Jay, what do I always say these women get? What do I say these women have and these women get? She's looking for good old sole legal and physical custody of her son with Darius Jackson. Now, the there's a million conversations that need to be had, but before I can even say what I have to say that, like I said, the dudes that are talking about this, if you don't have kids, it's almost like you shouldn't really talk about this issue. I'm just going to be honest. If you do not have kids, I don't think you should really be a content creator, that you should not cover this story. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. Because what happens is you're too flippant, and I still haven't seen the definition for that, but you're too flippant and you're too casual with the conversation. Just leave the bitch. The bitch is tripping, just leave her, right? And of course, if that were just your girlfriend, right? Like we talked about the Houston Rockets player. We're gonna have to look at him because allegedly the woman's trying to drop the charges, but the Houston Rockets player recently who allegedly broke his girl's collarbone and all this, and we were like, you don't even have kids with this woman. Why are you breaking this woman's neck? You don't even have kids with this woman, right? But we don't know what happened in their relationship, whatever, right? So I'm talking about the men that are covering this story. The man that I was listening to earlier, like I said, shout out to him, but he has a YouTube channel and he's like, yeah, you niggas are simps. He's calling he's calling Keke Palmer's baby dad a simp. And see, this is where we have to like really get really real, guys. Like, are we acting like the divorce rate in America is not 50% plus? Are we acting like 80% of those divorces aren't filed by women? Like, I really don't want to have to pull out the receipts of the stats that we've been through over and over and over. But sometimes it's like you got to pull out receipts and just slap a nigga with it because this whole simp conversation is getting a little too far now. Anybody who, like any man, you just throwing this word around, simp, simp, simp. And I'm not a simp though. I'm an alpha and all this other kind of stuff. But you don't have any kids. Tell me how you're such an alpha with no kids. Let's just be real. Let's break it down biologically. By now, you would have had some kids. I mean, come on. So I just find it really weird. It's a strange demographic of black men that are speaking on this issue, and they're castigating everybody to being a simp, but they're not a simp, but they don't have kids, so they can never technically give you. I'll give you another example. The amazing Lucas. I talked about him as well. He's another content creator here on YouTube. I've known him from for many years. Uh, I usually appreciate his dialogue for the most part, but when he talked about Keke Palmer, it's like, yeah, she's a she's a hoe, and he's a simp, and that's the end of the story, and just move on. And if I was Darius, I would just move on. Okay, so the question then becomes, what about the children? Okay, so now that we've covered the other arguments that are kind of going around along this, I have the question for these people that have all the answers, because when you hear them, it would sound like they have all the answers. But then when you really listen to them, they stop right there. Okay, well, just go, just figure something out, figure custody out. These are the type of people you could tell they've never been to family court. You could tell they don't know anything about family court. They don't know anything about sole custody, visitation. These type of words they don't understand. These are the type of men that'll just suggest, oh yeah, that man's a simp if he doesn't just move on. What about the little boy? So it says here, Keke Palmer files for sole legal and physical custody of her son with Darius Jackson. Now, of course, we do have to talk about the other revelations, because this is a huge revelation right here. And this is what I said in the first video that we talked about. What happens with the kid? What do you guys think happens? Let me just ask you guys in the chat. What do you think happens with the kid? And if it is what we know it all to be, why are people making the suggestion that men just break up and just do the family court thing and just co-parent? These type of niggas will tell you just give up your rights because of what a wander. I'm trying not to curse too much. I don't want to curse. I'm trying to get better with my language. But because of what some clueless wench has done or is doing, you're supposed to throw all that away and let what? The courts decide it? Let what? Just let her decide it. See, this is what I'm saying. These are the type of niggas that don't have kids. Because if you don't have kids and you never been through a breakup, you wouldn't know how the power dynamic goes. You wouldn't understand that once you break up with a woman, and this is a fact, once you break up with a woman, she starts feeling like she can have the authority either equal to you or more than you. So these niggas on YouTube telling you about a simp and all this type of stuff, they don't have no kids. So really you can't say anything. Oh, wait, I'm saving my seed. Okay, save your seed until you're 70 years old. I'm sure you're going to be Father Abraham or some shit. But for the rest of us who have kids in our 20s and 30s so that we can still keep up with our kids, we have kids. And you dumb niggas aren't making it any better talking about pick the right woman. This is another thing. The amazing Lucas was saying, and all these, oh well, you should have picked the right woman. These are goofy. These are simp talking points. These are goofy talking points. They're hiding behind this word simp. They're throwing that around like, oh, I'm not a simp. I would do this with a bitch. You don't ever see no bitches. If that's the case, look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Shout out to Nature Boy. Um, I definitely don't agree with everything Nature Boy used to say and do, but but unless you Nature Boy out here, you got 12 bitches and they giving you manicures, pedicures, rubbing oil on your scalp, sucking your balls, then you're not no fucking alpha male like that. I'm trying not to get too loud because a I'm in a private place. Okay? But all these niggas on YouTube swearing they're alpha males, tell them to turn their camera on, first of all. I keep telling you, all these niggas who be on YouTube, they do not turn their camera on. But you're so quick to tell Darius what to do. Oh, well, you should have known better with Keke Palmer. Well, okay, how about this? Tell us what the woman looks like that's the right woman. Oh, well, see, I can't tell you that. You see, exactly, nigga, shut the fuck up. So you can tell us who's not the right woman, but you can't tell us who is the right woman. Because if I would have shown you Tia Mori, um, 10 years ago or 5 years ago, you would have said that's the right woman to get to have a baby and children with. There's nothing about Tia that has ever said she's just going to be unhappy one day and do whatever the fuck she want and run the relationship into a brick wall. Okay? Hell, even Jada Pinkett Smith, if we're being very honest, yeah, now it looks crazy as hell, but Jada Pinkett Smith, just not long ago, people were looking at them like goals. You guys keep forgetting that. Jada Pinkett Smith, before she shaved her head off and started looking all wild, people was looking at them like goals. There was no goddamn red flags. So these niggas on YouTube. Now, I need some comments. I need to go in this comment section and see if anybody feels me or understand what I'm saying to you. Because it's too easy to do content on these conversations, but you're not really having groundbreaking, revolutionary conversation. So, in other words, you're just making it worse. You're just clouding the airwaves, and you're having the conversation that the mainstream wants you to have. Okay, so let me read some comments. Kiki's trying to X Darius completely out the picture so she can live her best life as a single mom and get passed around by Tom, Dick, and Harry. This is the exact plan. And this is the whole co-parenting thing. Anytime you hear I want to co-parent, understand that's exactly what it means. She's trying to X the father completely out of the picture or have him there every other weekend, just barely there. He can't even make no decisions. Remember, it's about authority. And I told you guys before, we need to change the word from, you know, custody to authority because that's what we need to be trying to get. Fuck custody and visitation and all these other goofy words that the court made. Who has authority over the child? So let's get back to Keke Palmer because this is a really important conversation, guys. Now, Keke Palmer, just like Tia Mori, is being used as representation and is being used as a blueprint. Do you guys understand that? Do you guys understand that the divorced woman and the divorced black woman in particular, they are being used as a blueprint for the rest? So when you're talking about Tia Mori, for instance, she's 45 years old and she thinks she can just start all over, right? And the kids are a little bit older, but they're still at a vulnerable age. Now, the father has been named one of the best fathers of the year by People Magazine. We could actually read that. I'm gonna see if I have that still in my email. I had emailed it to myself. I was gonna read something about Tia's baby dad. He's been named as People's one of the best fathers of the year just recently. But anyway, let's get back to Keke Palmer because I don't want to lose my train of thought. So Keke Palmer files for sole legal and physical custody of her son. Does anybody know what that means? What does that mean in layman's terms? Can you explain that to a third grader? Just because some people be like, Jay, we get it, we get it. No, not everybody gets it. And I'm having class for not only the people who get it, but especially for the people who don't get it. So can somebody tell me in third grade English what it means that this woman wants sole legal and physical custody of her son? Do you see? Do you see even in the title of her son, not their son, her son? And that's another conversation we could have on another day. Is the woman who my son, my son. Matter of fact, no, I could. There's so many cases I could open up, but let's try to keep it. I'm gonna try not to let my ADD get the best of me. Now, what does that mean in third grade English? If you explained it to a third grader that mommy's okay, okay, baby, daddy loves you, but now mommy has sole legal and physical custody of you. I'm your father. I'm the one who was gonna jump in front of a bullet from you, and you came from my body first, but now mommy has sole legal and physical custody. What does that mean, guys? Maximus, she said it exactly on the point. The agenda. This is exactly why I'm doing this video. It's not about Keke Palmer. This is the agenda. This is the blueprint for the new black mother. Remember, let's really go down the list today because I need you guys to comment though because we don't have that much time. What does it mean in short term? Keke Palmer files for sole legal and physical custody. What does that mean? How would you tell that to the third grader that's being affected by this for them to understand it? And we need to remember a few things now, right? Just so we're clear, we're going to before we even get into the new revelations, let me show you guys that it's an agenda. Let me show you guys that it's an agenda. Hold on. Let me show you guys that how much this is an agenda. Here it is right here. Here's the agenda as well. Here's another woman pushing the single motherhood agenda. It's an actual agenda. Look, if it wasn't an agenda, they would just do it. Talk to me in the chat. If this woman Ebony K. Williams wasn't pushing an agenda, she wouldn't make a video every time she's going to the in vitro clinic or every time. Oh my God, I'm pursuing. She wouldn't go to this magazine, Vogue magazine, and sit down and have a whole article about how she's pursuing a single motherhood journey. They wouldn't be doing this, guys. These are agendas. So the women who read these newspapers and see this social media presence and the activity that they're going, Ebony K. Williams. Well, look, she's educated, Jay. Ebony K. Williams, she's educated. She's gonna embark on a she's gonna look for a transfer for her embryo, for her fried scrambled eggs, and she's gonna embark on becoming a single mom, right? Or how about Rihanna, guys? We all know Rihanna. Rihanna actually just had her second child by ASAP Rocky, but she still says she wants 3 or 4 kids, and yeah, hell yeah to the idea of becoming a single mom. Rihanna doesn't subscribe to society's idea of diminishing you as a mother if there's not a dad in your kids' lives. You hear this? Told you they sit down with Vogue magazine and they have a whole spiel on, oh, it's not that bad if the dad's not in the life. So this is the actual propaganda that I be trying to tell you guys about. It's not just internet talk. It's actually dangerous for maybe not us. I mean, shit, we're older. I already got my kids. I'm going through my shit, but I mean, I'm talking about the next generation. They don't even remember a time before this. Don't you know how crazy that is? The kids before us, if we don't let it be known that this is not okay, the kids that are born into this shit aren't gonna know there's anything wrong with it. Can you feel me? So Jay, the best way to tell a third grader that mommy got full custody, full sole custody, and what else did she say? Oh, because remember, this isn't it. By the way, you're gonna be, yeah. Imagine telling your 9-year-old child, your 8-year-old child. Hell, imagine telling your 5-year-old child, or even worse, you trying to tell a baby. Imagine you trying to tell a baby like this that, oh, daddy's only gonna see you 20 times this year, not 20 times this month, not 20 times this month. You'll only see me 20 times this year. And when you do see me, mommy will be able to decide how I hold you, how I talk to you, what I tell you, what I teach you, what clothes you get to wear, what kind of haircut you can have. Because believe me, I've been through all of this, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. These women will try to tell you how you can't even cut your child's hair. Imagine a woman telling you as the father. See, and that's the thing. If you haven't been through this, you're gonna be like, I wouldn't let her do that shit. Not me. You just a simp ass nigga. Shut up. I really want to tell these niggas shut up. I just let them talk though, because y'all don't even have kids, and you talk about simp this and simp that. Once the mother has the kid, once you have kids, You realize the mother's in control regardless of how player you are, how pimp you are, how much game you have, how much of a Mac you are. Are you stupid? Are y'all hearing me? So let's continue. We have a few other revelations. Like for instance, so of course, after this news dropped right after. Go ahead and read it and weep, guys. Read it and weep. Allegedly, the reason why she's filing for sole legal and physical custody is because she also filed a restraining order against this man, claims that he abused her multiple times over the course of their 2 year relationship. Now, I don't know how true this is. I guess at this point, let me see if I can find these pictures. Can y'all hear me? Put a 7 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Um, so allegedly, I don't know if I can find this. Okay. Okay. So allegedly, it turns out he was knocking her head between the washer dryer, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there's a few pictures that's floating around. I saw this was like one of them, so you can go look up the pictures. I can't really find all the pictures right now. Oh, but this is allegedly, I guess he looks like he's maybe holding her. I can't even see her at the bottom though, guys. Allegedly, he's hitting her here, right? You can see allegedly he's striking her. That's her down there looking like the color purple. Oh shit, don't tell me Keke Palmer's gonna be in the color purple remake. Talk to me in the chat. Killer, you see this? Oh shit, this is not gonna look good for the Brotherhood. Look at Keke down there looking like the color purple. And how much you want to bet this was the night? This was the morning after that Usher concert. Talk to me in the chat. Yep, you can tell. You can tell right by that by his posture right there. That's some. That's for Usher. Is this after, or maybe he didn't even lose his cool yet? Maybe he didn't lose his cool until she made the diss song with Usher. Remember, she made a whole song with Usher after that, a whole music video and taunting the boyfriend. Where Usher's like, "Oh, tell your boyfriend, if he's looking for me, I'm right here," and all this other shit. This is some. This is a Usher beatdown. Talk to me in the chat. It was 7 o'clock on the dot. He beat Kiki's ass at 7 o'clock on the dot for Usher Raymond. Look at this, guys. Look, look, look. Bow. He didn't drag her up and down the stairs. Oh my life, I done had to fight. He didn't drag her up and down the stairs. He didn't threw her over the couch. Talk to me in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. And allegedly, these are from, I guess, the. I'm trying to figure out. Hold on. If y'all can hear me, let me know because my internet looks like it's kind of going in and out. I'm trying to figure out, did he not know the cameras were there? This is both of their house. This is the house that they share. Was he beating her ass in front of the cameras? Like, bitch, I want the cameras to see. Bryce, you did see the music video though, right? After the whole debacle, the shit start dying down. Then she gets in a music video. I showed it on this stream. She goes in and gets in a music video, further disrespecting this man's name. Now, listen. If there's any ladies who are watching or that are going to be watching this, you're gonna say, "Oh, look, he's making an excuse for it." No, 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 no. We're having a conversation, right? And now let's just go ahead and say it. So let's just say he's abusive, right? Let's say he's been abusing her for 2 years. Is it right? No, it's not right. Now, what is our alternative, ladies and gentlemen? What is the alternative if, for instance, the man is, you know, toxic, abusive, narcissistic. Because remember, these are the three top words that they use when they want to describe why they left the baby's father. He was toxic, abusive, or narcissistic. And if you don't know what I mean, let's go ahead and show the first clip of what I want to show. By the way, guys, federal law allows citizens such as myself to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, video disc, or videotapes under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use, and it is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and/or parody, which does not infringe into copyright 17 USC 107. Now, I want to show you this quick little video, and we're gonna go ahead and move forward because I'm not here for a long time tonight, and I have to make sure this lives on my channel. I have to make sure I say this. Now, mind you, I already called it. I said this is what's gonna happen. I was one of the very few people. Now, everybody said he should have left her, right? Everybody said he should have left her, but nobody said what would happen if he leaves her. Talk to me in the chat. Can y'all hear me? Let me just make sure y'all can see me. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? And do you see how I'm talking my shit about it, but I can show my face? Now, I'm gonna ask you guys this. Everybody that was taught out of all the people that were talking about this Keke Palmer shit, what percentage of them went into, okay, now what's going to happen with the child situation? Talk to me in the chat. I know you have your own favorite YouTubers. Don't lie to me. Don't act like I'm the only YouTuber you like because I be seeing y'all in other people's comment sections. So, since you watch these other YouTubers, I know that they talked about Keke either the first time or they're going to talk about her now. Out of all your favorite YouTubers, which YouTuber is talking about, okay, the Keke situation, but then okay, leave her, but what's going to happen with the children? Jay says he hasn't seen anybody talking about what's going to happen then. And see, that's the reason why certain people are important for conversations because, yeah, sure, leave her. That's the easiest conversation to say. You'll have these dudes do a 4 hour stream talking about just leave her. You're a simp. That's all they're gonna say in different ways for 4 hours. Leave her. If you don't leave her, you're a simp. And but they will never mention the kid, right? Because they don't have kids. They've never been through the situation. Now, let's get back to the conversation because now we're trying to figure out what's going to happen with the child. But before we do that, let's look at a pattern that's going on. Can we do that? Somebody put that in the chat. A hashtag pattern because, again, people are going to say, Keke, the dude chose wrong. People are finding every way to blame the man. Again, let me say this. The only thing the man did wrong, I'm going to say it again. The only thing Keke Palmer's man did wrong was get on the internet to correct her. And even then, I can't even say he did it wrong because maybe that was some internal shit where he said, okay, you're going to be public with the disrespect. I'm going to be public with uh, correcting you. Do you understand what I'm saying about that? A lot of time there's principle involved. Now, me personally, I would have checked her privately, but she did disrespect him publicly. So maybe he was going out public and disrespecting her by saying, hey, you're a mother, right? And then just in case we're not clear on what we're talking about, Keke Palmer went out. Now, we don't know that that has anything to do with these abuse allegations. We don't know that that has anything to do with them breaking up. We do know it's mighty wild timing from the Usher concert onto this new announcement. And by the way, they were just on live stream. Let's see if I can see the live stream that they were just on because somebody tried to bring that up too. Let me see. Hold on, guys, because I want to show you a few videos before I get out of here. Um, let's see. Uh, I don't know if I can find this stream, guys. There's a lot of different conversations on this. So they probably oh, here it is right here. Look.
I mean, yeah.
That's what you came on here to do, wasn't it?
So we out here. We're celebrating we're
The
celebrating
queen. Talking about this, she was talking about Virgos, so they could eat your.
we're
The
celebrating.
queen. Talking about this, she was talking about Virgos, so they could eat your.
Okay. So let me go ahead and say one thing straight up about Virgos. Virgos don't believe the hype. They are one of the biggest spokesperson for themselves. But you
Don't
talk.
believe the hype, but you are really into the Virgo
Don't
though. So what are you
believe.
talking about?
It's because my mom's a Virgo, my brother's a Virgo, my best friend's a Virgo, my grandma's a Virgo, my partner in crime's a Virgo. So it's just like, yeah, I'm surrounded by
So you're
Virgos.
obsessed with Virgo. So what is
Okay, now this is interesting. Can you guys hear me in the chat? A lot of people are breaking down this most recent live stream they did together, and now they're looking at it saying, "Oh, he looked abusive the whole time." So just now he said he called her his partner in crime. He didn't call her his wife. He didn't call her his woman, his lady, his baby mama even. He said, "This is my partner in crime." Let's continue.
Partner in crime's a Virgo. So my partner in crime's a Virgo. So it's just like, yeah, I'm surrounded by
so you're
Virgos.
obsessed with Virgo? So what is you trying to down talk them so much for?
I was born into it, which means I've studied it.
You're obsessed with Virgos, and that's okay. Get into the Virgos and admit that Virgos are the ones. You. It's already too late. A Virgo already has.
Jay says she looks aggressive and combative. Go into that, Jay, because some people would say that you're controlling and manipulative for calling her aggressive and combative. Think about it, Jay. You're going to have a number of people that would say, Jay, you sound controlling and manipulating for calling her aggressive and combative. You sound um, like you have low self esteem. What, you can't handle a strong black woman, Jay? Let's continue.
Already has you hooked. So just admit it. Why are you trying to lie from here? It's not good. It's not good for you, boo.
He's looking at her. Yo, look how he's looking at her. He's looking at her, yo. Killer. Killer, put the eye emojis in the chat if you can see how he's looking at her. Right now. Mind you, this is after the Usher thing. Me personally, I believe that they did this like to try to, calm down the black Twitter. If you ask me, it was already over by this point. He was already beating her ass. No, that's not funny. That's not funny. But he probably already knocked her head between the washer and dryer. He's giving her. That's the Ike Turner look right there. I ain't gonna lie. Last time I seen that, that was that Ike Turner. Talk to me in the chat. He's like, um, you got to go watch the other interviews of Tina Turner talking. When Ike was like, "Bitch, when we get home, let's continue, guys. Look how he's looking at her right now, dog. Look how he stared into her soul, like, bitch, you irk me to the core of my being. Look at this. Look at this. Look how he's looking at her.
Okay. Get into the Virgos and admit that Virgos are the ones. You. It's already
Look at his face. Look at his face. Y'all, am I tripping? Look at his face.
too late. A Virgo already has you hooked.
She said it's already too late. She told him it's already too late. A Virgo has you hooked. She's talking about herself. She's a Virgo. He said it's already too late for you. The Virgo has you hooked. Talk to me in the chat.
So just admit it. Why are you trying to lie from here? It's not good. It's not good for you.
Look how he's looking at her. Look how he's looking at her. He can't stand her. But guess what? He didn't file for divorce though. This is my whole point. And so this is why it becomes, well, let's just continue because I have a lot more to say and we don't have that much more time.
So just admit it. Why are you trying to lie for weird? It's not good. It's not good for you, boo. Admit it.
Virgos do a great thing. They do this thing where they like to go ahead and just act like how do I say?
Michael, Beyonce. Need I say more? Mother Teresa on the spiritual tip.
Okay.
It is what it is. I didn't choose this life. This life chose me.
Yeah, Jay, I feel you, Jay. She's way too. First of all, I'm gonna need you to calm down. I'm the man in the relationship. You don't get louder than me when I'm talking. I'm sorry to say it, but you shut the fuck up. Can you understand this, guy? Bryce, am I wrong for saying when I'm talking, my lady, shut up? She don't get louder than me. Don't try to get in a shouting competition with me, okay? But then again, maybe I'm just a simp or some stupid shit. But remember, we're having a conversation about the culture. Let's continue.
Teresa on the spiritual tip.
Okay.
It is what it is. I didn't choose this life. This life chose me.
I'm gonna let y'all. Remember when Destiny's Child was going through all these mishaps?
Careful, because the hive will be on your ass.
I know. I'm only gonna say this about Virgos.
Don't play.
When Destiny's Child was going through all these mishaps, Beyonce was decided to be the one to be like, let me speak for everybody. I'm gonna be the one that's go ahead and be
because they needed her. They
Look, oh my God, I can't see this. I can't even watch this. She's annoying as hell. Can you imagine being in a relationship with this woman? Ladies and gentlemen, see, maybe he is a simp. Because first of all, you can tell by how the woman talks when she's around him. She's supposed to know his body language. She's supposed to know when he's like when to shut up. I know this sounds crazy. I must sound like one of these dudes from Dubai or something, but she's drunk. She's clearly day drunk. Somebody put that in the chat. It's clearly 2 p.m. and she's shit faced already on her fourth Casamigos. Mind you, she had just twerked for Usher like 2 weeks before this. So now they're trying to save face, but they're on live stream. And think about it. She's an actor, but he's not. Talk to me in the chat. She's an actor, but he's not. So therefore, he doesn't even know how to hide his body language. Remember, I told you 70% or more of language is body language. Don't worry about what they're saying. Look at the body language.
They needed her.
All I'm gonna say is that Virgos will be the one to go ahead and step up on the platform, step up and speak
for everybody.
But why
don't you admit that Aquarius and Virgo? It's a good. I mean, that's beyond.
Look how they're going at it. This is an argument. Basically, he's talking about her. Anytime he's talking about a Virgo, he's talking about her, and she's basically defending herself as a Virgo. And mind you, we're not that into their relationship. So this is just hearsay. But I wanna talk to you guys.
Beyonce and Kelly. Some matches are meant to be. It's okay to be obsessed with a Virgo because let me tell you one thing about the Virgo. We can announce acknowledgement and
Somebody put that in the chat. Kevin Samuels at this time, he would have told her what? He would have told her to put your dick up. Can somebody put that in the chat? Put your dick up. Because at this point, she's talking like she's just one of the niggas. Like she's like a nigga going back and forth with you. You see this? Or am I looking too much into this, guys? Does she not look like one of the niggas? Look how she got the hat on, just like him. She's drinking this alcohol during the day. She's popping her shit. And he clearly does not look like he's having a good time. He's clearly does not feeling this conversation, guys.
to be. It's okay to be obsessed with a Virgo because let me say one thing about the Virgo.
Look how he's looking at us. Look how he's looking at us, Killer. Am I tripping? Killer. Killer, look at this man the entire time. Look at his face right now. He's looking dead at us, telling us something right now. He can't believe he's in this situation. And he knows, look, right here, I'm going to tell you what he knows. This is after the baby and after Usher. Talk to me in the chat. This video happened after the baby and after Usher. Guess what he knows? He knows that he's stuck. He knows that if he tries to make a move, she's going to have control over the kid. That's what he knows. He also knows he loves the kid. He loves her as well. He realized, damn, this isn't what I thought it was, who I thought it was, but I'm stuck in this relationship. That's what he's looking like right now. I'm stuck in this relationship. I'm not going to leave her because men don't leave the relationship, guys. Men don't leave the kid in the relationship. That's what you've been told. That's the lie. This is the face of a man who's just accepting his harsh, shitty reality. Remember, he didn't file for divorce. She did, but I don't want to get too deep into it. But look at his face right there. He knows that if he were to try to break up, she would get the majority of everything, including authority over the child. And a lot of you guys who don't have kids, you're not understanding it. You still don't understand it.
Brother Virgo, we can announce acknowledgement, and we acknowledge the Aquariuses. We love you all.
She's a great, phenomenal mother. We've been doing a great job as parents, and I think that we just need to go ahead and allow ourselves to give ourselves some more grace. So, anyway.
Listen, do you hear him? Do you hear him? He's completely over it. He's completely over it right here. He says she's an excellent mother. We've been doing a good job with the kids. He says nothing about their relationship. He said we just need to give each other more grace. Do you see what the men does? Even when men are unhappy, you don't think he was embarrassed by this, by your stupid ass actions, bitch? But look, he's still being humble. He's still going out and being seen in public with your goofy ass. Wow.
Some matches are meant to be. It's okay to be obsessed with a Virgo because let me tell you one thing about the Virgo. We can announce.
Why is she so cocky and loud right after the Usher thing? Can somebody tell me in the chat? Raheem, can you tell me why she's so loud and cocky and drunk right after the Usher thing and the embarrassment and allowing him to be embarrassed? Why is she not humble and meek right now? Killer says you can tell when the phone is off, Keke is verbally abusive to him. But wait a minute, Killer, you must not have heard the recent news. Killer, to the contrary, Keke Palmer says that she had to file a restraining order against Darius because he's the abuser over the course of their relationship. And then the pictures came out where he was throwing her ass over the couch, allegedly. We don't know what happened. And I told you before, if the child's in danger, if the woman puts the child in danger, shit, all bets are off. Your head's between that washer and dryer. But that's just me. Let's continue.
Announce acknowledgement, and we acknowledge the Aquariuses. We love you all.
She's a great, phenomenal mother. We've been doing a great job as parents, and I think that we just need to go ahead and allow ourselves to give ourselves some more grace. So.
Look at him. Look, he's over it, guys. She's a great, phenomenal mother. We've been doing a great job as parents, and I think we just need to give each other more grace. He's completely over it.
Great job as parents, and I think that we just need to go ahead and allow ourselves to give ourselves some more grace. So, anyway, so let's go ahead.
Oh, that was so sweet. Oh my God, you're so.
I'm down with that.
Obsessed with me. Bye, guys.
Oh, look at his face. Look, they weren't even supposed to go live. Look, he said, "Okay, I'm done with this shit." Look at him. That was just literally a live stream, a PR live stream. Look, he said, "Okay, I'm done with this shit." She started being fake ass, passive aggressive. Oh, that was so sweet. The relationship was over at the time of this video, guys. I'm willing to say that. I'm willing to say the relationship was completely over by the time of this video. She had already disrespected him, probably already slept with another man. That's why she's acting like that towards him. He's just holding it together for the sake of the kid. Yeah, this is all too familiar. Once a bitch start trying to talk to you all like you the homeboy, I remember my baby mama tried to do that to me, talk to me like I'm one of the homeboys. And I'm still trying my best to forgive all my baby mamas. And somebody might say I'm a simp because my baby mamas eventually did the same thing. Listen, guys, the fact of the matter is, once you have the kid, the baby mama can do whatever the fuck she wants. Okay? So all the people telling you you're a simp, da 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 da, that's let's retire the word simp. I think we need to retire the word simp and come up with something a little bit more creative and a little bit more accurate. I'm fine with calling somebody what they are, but that word simp is too broad of a word. Okay? Now look at him at the end. He said, "I'm done with this shit. I'm done." Look at that fake interaction. Somebody put the welcome to the theater. Put that in the chat. If you see how fake this shit is at the very end between them, put welcome to the theater.
Phenomenal mother. We've been doing a great job as parents. She's a great.
Acknowledge the Aquariuses. We love you all.
She's a great, phenomenal mother. We've been doing a great job as parents, and I think that we just need to go ahead and allow ourselves to give ourselves some more grace. So, anyway, so let's go ahead.
Oh, that was so sweet. Oh my God, you're so.
I'm down with that.
Obsessed with me. Bye, guys.
You see? You see that it was over right there. Killer, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to to the theater. Hold on, let me see something. I'm gonna show you something else real quick, but hold on. I'm gonna show you something else real quick.
In a motherfucking minute, Timmy, you're grounded and you're dead, mom, bitch. You're fucking out of here, man. That's how they always do their leg and their foot. You're fucking dead, mom. You're dead, fucking dad is dead, man. Timmy, what's the problem? You're the fucking problem. You're the problem. Dad's the fucking problem. I told you I want my fucking skateboard out the shop, bitch. Look at white people. I don't act like that. My son doesn't do that. You come home from school, little Timmy in the garage making a bomb. What are you doing, Timmy? Nothing, Mom. Get out of here now! That's why you're fucking out of here. You ain't never heard of a little black kid killing their mama, have you? Because it will be a shootout in that mother... You know black mothers got instincts like they in Vietnam. What you doing in that room so motherfucking long? You need to say something when you're in there. This is my room. You know them black mothers love jumping on their daughters. But them mamas and daughters always got that little rival thing after a while. You know when the daughter start getting spunky with her mama? You tell her to do something, I'ma do it, shit. What'd you say? I'm trying to knock your head in between that washer and dryer. Don't play talk that motherfucking shit to me. You know, black mothers love to do that first jump on. Let's get an understanding around here, heifer. And then they call and tell everybody, I had to knock Shanika's motherfucker. I tried to kick that bitch all behind the damn wash and dryer. I guess because she got titties, she thinks she's running something around here.
So anyway, yeah. Anyway, shout out to the washer dryer boys first and foremost. And shout out to Mike Epps for that amazing bit of commentary. Let me show you something else since we're at it. We're talking about Keke Palmer, but it's not just about Keke Palmer. Jay, what is Keke Palmer? Keke Palmer is just what? It could be Keke Palmer. It could be your baby mama.
Hi.
It's just what?
Hold on, let me go to the bathroom.
Let me see this.
Guys, federal law allows citizens such as myself to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and/or parody, which does not infringe on the section USC 107. Okay, 17 USC 107. Now, this is another video I want to show you real quick. This goes back to the Keke Palmer situation, right? And what about the children? Every nigga you're gonna hear talking, I want you to listen for everybody, because guarantee you this Keke Palmer thing, the fact that she got custody and he's abusing her, whatever the case, this thing is about to sweep social media. You thought the Usher thing was crazy? This is what they were waiting for. So now I want you to go and listen to all your favorite YouTubers and tell me which ones of them, how many of them, and give me the names of anybody who says anything more than, oh, this dude's a simp. He better just leave her, and Keke this and that and the third. Keke, how much money she has. How many YouTubers are actually gonna go into the conversation about the family courts, about sole custody versus um, joint custody versus visitation? How many people are going to do it, guys? But let's continue. This is the most recent episode of Kendra. And remember, Kendra is the new who. Who was killed so that Kendra could live? Talk to me in the chat. Just so we're clear, who was killed so that Kendra could live? If you don't know who Kendra G is, somebody was killed in order for Kendra to live. Who was it? Give you 30 seconds to get that right. All right, let me see if anybody got the right answer. Exactly. Duh. Kevin Samuel was killed so that Kendra G could live. Now let's see what Kendra G is up to, and let's see if this has anything to do with, let's just say, maybe Keke Palmer. Can we learn anything from this woman, and can we learn anything from Keke Palmer? Talk to me in the chat.
Thank you, hairs, girl.
Girl, they fleeking.
You ready? Oh, okay. What's your name? But we got to see your full head.
My name is Brittany.
Brittany,
I'm from
where
Chicago.
are you from?
Chicago.
Chicago in the building. How old are you, Brittany?
I'm 27.
27, Chicago. You have any kids?
Yes, I do. I have 3 daughters.
3 daughters. How old are your daughters, honey?
6, 5, and 3.
How about the same man?
No, I got 2 different baby fathers.
Okay, so far, listen to what she says, ladies and gentlemen. So far, this is a woman. She has 3 daughters, 2 baby daddies. They're 6 years old, 5 years old, and 3 years old. Okay? Three daughters, 2 baby daddies. Now listen to it.
And 3.
How about the same man?
No, I got 2 different baby fathers.
Why you not with the 3-year-old dad?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. He was a sneaky link. He younger than me, and I thought it was my first baby daddy's baby, and it was. I know.
Listen. Now, Before we get too caught up, I need you to notice two things. Listen to all the bullshit babble the woman at the bottom is saying. And then I need you to focus on the fact that she's the one that gets custody of the kids. The courts always decide that the mom gets custody of the kids. No matter how ratchet, irrational she is, the mom gets custody. But I also need you to notice Kendra's reaction to this, guys. Okay? I want you to listen to the woman at the bottom and notice Kendra's reaction. And remember, Kendra is in the position of Kevin Samuels now. So basically, you got to imagine how Kevin Samuels used to react. Now look at how Kendra's reacting to this information.
27, Chicago. You have any kids?
Yes, I do. I have 3 daughters.
3 daughters. How old are your daughters, honey?
6, 5, and 3.
Are about the same man?
No, I got 2 different baby fathers.
Why not with the 3-year-old dad?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. He was a sneaky link. He younger than me, and I thought it was my first baby daddy's baby, and it was. I know.
Wait, Brittany. Okay, so was you cheating on your baby daddy with him?
No, so I was in a domestic violence relationship with my first baby daddy.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. You hear that, guys? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Let's listen again.
Brittany, okay. So was you cheating on your baby daddy with him?
No, so I was in a domestic violence relationship with my first baby daddy, so he had got locked up, and then I was messing with the other dude, and yeah.
So
Wow. 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 Let's continue, guys.
why did you think it was so you were having sex with him at the same time?
Probably like 2 weeks apart. I ain't gonna lie, probably like 2 weeks apart. So
the whole pregnancy, did you think it was your baby daddy?
yeah, I did, but I told both of them like it was possible it could be you or you.
And your baby daddy was in jail.
Yeah.
So what did you?
Sorry for that noise in the background. That's the woman's phone is vibrating. So far this woman has 3 kids by 2 men. One of the men was allegedly domestic violencing her. She cheated on him with another man. The first one went to jail. She thought it was the first. All this type of shit. But I want you to notice Kendra's reaction.
When did you find out? Like when you gave birth or before you gave birth?
Yeah. When I gave birth, yeah.
And was it by the appearance or the DNA test?
By the appearance. She was like a little Mexican baby.
Because the sneaky link was a Mexican?
My second baby daddy, yeah, he's Puerto Rican and Mexican.
And your first baby daddy is black?
Yeah.
So how did he take the information when he realized he wasn't the baby daddy?
He was there.
He was what?
He was in the room. My first baby daddy was in.
So
Look how they find it funny, guys. Look how the beehive reacts. And these are the ones that get the children. Now, of course, this type of woman, sure, you can say you chose wrong. She has the long eyelashes, the big fake weave, the big nails. You could basically tell this woman is more like a walking red flag. Yeah, sure, I could see you saying that. But what I'm trying to get you to see is, regardless if she acts like this, if she acts like Keke Palmer, if she acts like Tia, if she acts like Aisha Curry, she can take the children the moment that she wishes. Now look at this woman. She says, my baby daddy was in the room and I gave birth to a Mexican baby. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine she was with a black man and she gave birth to a Mexican baby? And she wants us to believe that he was domestic violence towards her. Again, maybe he should have knocked your motherfucking head between the washer and dryer. Imagine you spend 9 months rubbing a stomach, buying all the stuff, setting up the crib and all that, just to find out what? The baby's Mexican? Talk to me in the chat. So you mean to tell me I told my whole family I'm having a baby, I settled down, but the baby comes out looking like Alejandro.
Yikes.
No,
And your baby daddy was in jail.
Yeah.
So when did you find out? Like when you gave birth or before you gave birth?
Yeah. When I gave birth, yeah.
And was it by
Yeah.
the appearance or the DNA test?
By the appearance, she was like a little Mexican baby.
Because the sneaky link was a Mexican?
My second baby daddy, yeah, he's Puerto Rican and Mexican.
And your first baby daddy is black?
Yeah.
So how did he take the information when he realized he wasn't the baby daddy?
He was there.
He was what?
He was in the room. My first baby daddy was in.
So what happened when the baby came out your vagina?
So, when I told him, he was like, it's my fault. If you were messing with somebody else, I'm still stick with you. I'm going to be with you still. And the baby came. He acted like he was all cool. I thought it was his. He thought it was his. And when she came, she wasn't. And I saw it in his eyes. I saw it in his face. I did feel bad. But, we here now. So, and it's my baby at the end of the day. So, but we tried, and it just was eating him up, and he just snapped one day, and just a whole bunch of stuff. But
And now, so he went to jail after that.
yeah, again.
And how long is he away for now?
Well, he got out. So
okay,
yeah, he got out. But I'm not with him anymore.
Now let's go to the actual child's father. So is he involved?
Yeah.
So what did
yeah,
was he happy that the baby was his?
Yeah. So which was crazy. He was in prison too, but he was in federal.
so look, both of her baby daddies are going in and out of prison. Killer, both of her baby daddies in and out of prison. You see this? And on top of that, now notice Kendra. Look at Kendra's face. Kendra knows that this shit is wrong. Kendra knows she be, but look at the woman at the bottom. The woman thinks it's funny that the baby daddies are in and out of prison, and that this one thought he was the dad, that one thought he was the dad. Mind you, she has custody. And when I say custody, I need you guys to understand, I'm going to start using the word authority. She has authority over the children, guys. Let me stop right here and show you something else, since you guys aren't getting it. I can tell you guys aren't getting it. Let me show you something else.
Vicki, it happened around 11 o'clock this morning in Shepherdsville. 9-year-old and 6-year-old siblings allegedly gunned down by their own mother.
Did all we could.
But they couldn't be saved. 2 boys, 9 and 6 years old, gunned down in a home along Bentwood Drive. Their alleged killer is their own mother, 32-year-old Tiffany Lucas.
There were 2 victims in the bedroom there covered in blood and a gun on the bed.
The brothers were transported to Norton Children's but died from their injuries. Their mom is in the Bullitt County Detention Center, charged with 2 counts of murder. Court records show Lucas previously spent a month in jail for a drug possession conviction.
Whether you think it's mental illness, just pure evil, combination of both, whether it could be substance abuse, any combination thereof, pick your poison. None of it's good. The result is horrific.
Police say a neighbor went into the home and made the grisly discovery after finding the mother outside. Police say the young victims were half-brothers.
Now that the father of one of the victims is deceased, the father of one of the other victim is unknown. Whereabouts are.
Listen to this. Jay, they've been watching the stream. Jay, they've been watching the stream. You hear this? Listen, Jay. They've been watching the class. Watch.
The other victim is unknown. Whereabouts the victims is deceased.
They're outside. Police say the young victims were half-brothers.
Now that the father of one of the victims is deceased, the father of one of the other victim is unknown. Whereabouts.
Now listen to this. For the first time in history, a grisly thing happened. What up, de facto? for the first time in history, de facto, a grisly thing happened with the children, and they actually asked, "Where's the father?" Wow, this is a beautiful time to be alive. I guess finally, maybe we're making an impact, guys. We've been telling them for years now to ask where the father is. For the first time, they mentioned to us, well, we don't know where the father is. Now let's just be clear. This right here is a story about this woman right here. 112. Hold on. This woman right here killed her child. Hold on. This one right here killed her two children recently. Now, this is nothing new because we've talked over and over and over and over again about how the mother is killing their children, right? We've talked over and over and over again how the mother with custody is killing their children. But we're going to have a whole discussion tonight. I told you I only got maybe a few hours, but I'm here tonight. We're going to let this live on the channel. Now, this woman, yes, she's a white woman, and so you're going to try to say, oh, well, she's white and that's why. Nope, wrong, 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 because I can show you a million black women who've done the same thing. So the father, of course, de facto, you know we broke through the matrix. Guys, give yourself a round of applause for everybody in this chat. Please give yourself a round of applause because we broke through this matrix. We broke through the matrix so many times, so many years ago, like so many months and so many weeks. We're just living in this weird reality where we're seeing shit. All of a sudden, everybody's getting up in arms about something. Remember, everybody's up in arms now about the little boy who was dressed in a dress. Who's been talking about little boys in a dress for the longest? Oh, now everybody's, why did this adopted family put this little boy in a dress? Who's the one that's been talking about the dress for the...
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Now, the conversation we're having tonight, right now, in particular, is about Keke Palmer. By the way, de facto, did you hear about Keke Palmer? Anyway, Keke Palmer allegedly has filed for sole legal and physical custody of her son with Darius Jackson. I need somebody in the comments to tell me right now, in layman's terms, if I had a child in kindergarten, how would I explain that to my son in kindergarten? This, we all know what this means right here. But what would I tell my child if I was the father and I found out that the mother got sole legal and physical custody? What is the words that I say to him? And when I ask you that, I want you to tell me, in other words, define what you're reading right now for me. Define it in the comprehension of a 5-year-old. How would you get a 5-year-old to understand that you're his father, but now his mother has sole legal and physical custody? I need to know the answer to that. Tell me in the chat. What up, Beto B? Beto B, if you have a 5-year-old son, and then you found out that your baby mom got sole legal and physical custody, what are the words that you say to the child to get them to understand what's going on without lying to them? And don't give me that "I love you, baby" and all this other stuff. I'm trying to ask you, what are you're supposed to, if I'm asking you to tell your child this news, what are you, because the child doesn't understand what sole legal and physical custody means. How do you explain it to a child? See, we're breaking through the matrix tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as we always do. But let's continue to this story because we're talking about Keke Palmer, but we're also talking about this woman here. This woman here got custody of the kids, and listen to what the police says. One of the fathers was murdered in 2019. Now they're talking about the two little boys. Let me see if I can find a picture of the little boys. Hold on. I don't think they have a picture on this one. Hold on, but let's continue. But she has two little black boys. This is a very interesting story, guys. Hold on.
Is their own mother,
Hold on.
32-year-old Tiffany Lucas.
There were two victims in the bedroom there covered in blood and a gun on the bed.
The brothers were transported to Norton Children's but died from their injuries. Their mom is in the Bullitt County Detention Center charged with 2 counts of murder. Court records show Lucas previously spent a month in jail for a drug possession conviction.
Whether you think it's mental illness, just pure evil, combination of both, whether it could be substance abuse, any combination thereof, pick your poison. None of it's good. The result is horrific.
Police say a neighbor went into the home and made the grisly discovery after finding the mother outside. Police say the young victims were grisly discovery after home and made the grisly discovery.
That's suspicious. That's weird. And you want to know what else is funny?
Went into the home and made the grisly discovery after finding the mother outside. Police say the young victims were half-brothers.
Now that the father of one of the victims is deceased, the father of one of the other victim is unknown. Whereabouts are unknown.
So chat, ladies and gentlemen? So that must mean she wasn't a good mother, right? Because how is the father unknown? Did you hear me, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, how is the father
What is
unknown?
going on here? This is not normal. This is not how things are supposed to function.
Do you see how we're breaking through the matrix and now the matrix is trying to figure out how to fix the matrix, but they haven't got that far yet? We broke through the matrix. They didn't expect certain questions to be asked. So now that they're trying to answer the questions, but they can't even answer the questions. Oh, the father is unknown, the whereabouts unknown. What? Oh, now the father's whereabouts are unknown. So this woman right here has two kids from two baby daddies. Talk to me in the chat. Can somebody please put that in the chat? Two kids, two black kids, and both of them from black baby daddies. Look at her face. Two black kids, two black baby daddies. And one of them is dead. The other dad, they don't know where he
Their own
is. Let's
mother,
hear.
32-year-old Tiffany Lucas.
There were two victims in the bedroom there covered in blood and a gun on the bed.
The brothers were transported to Norton Children's but died from their injuries. Their mom is in the Bullitt County Detention Center charged with 2 counts of murder. Court records show Lucas previously spent a month in jail for a drug possession conviction.
Whether you think it's mental illness, just pure evil, combination of both, whether it could be substance abuse, any combination thereof, pick your poison. None of it's good. The result is horrific.
Police say a neighbor went into the home and made the grisly discovery after finding the mother outside. Police say the young victims were half-brothers.
Now that the father of one of the victims is deceased, the father of one of the other victim is unknown. Whereabouts are unknown. Other family members we have gotten in hold of, and we didn't make notification.
Shortly after the shooting, WLKY's Lauren Adams talked with distraught neighbors, shocked by what had just occurred.
I'd seen him outside a couple of times. I work third shift, so I get home around 7 o'clock, so seeing him getting on the bus.
It's sad. I mean, what's this world coming to? For a mother to shoot her 2 children like that.
You hear what she said? You hear what he said? What's this world coming to when a mother does it? So we expect the father to do such heinous crimes, but do you hear how nobody expects
For a mother to shoot her 2 children like that.
I'm a mom of 2, and it's hard.
According to the arrest citation for Tiffany Lucas, a witness at the scene told police Lucas shot the boys. She's scheduled.
Now, hold on. I have one or two more receipts I got to show you about this woman right here. Because I was going to show her next time, but I might as well show her right now. So that was one. Let's look at this. Look at this one right here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one that's going to blow your mind. This is the woman who killed her.
Well, good evening to you, Rick. Vicky, family tells me they are.
This is the woman who killed her 2 young children recently. White woman killed her 2 young children she had with black men. But the question is, why? Where were the fathers at? One of them, we found out the father got killed. The other one, she doesn't know. How come we're not questioning these women on why doesn't she know who the father is or where he is? Because we've already accepted that he ran away. Do you see that? Because you believe that he ran away, you'll never ask any further questions. Do you understand? Ladies and gentlemen, please put your favorite emoji in the chat if you understand where I'm going with this.
They are heartbroken. They are devastated. They are still in shock. More from them in just a minute. But for now, let's talk about Tiffany Lucas. She appeared from this jail via video conference for her first arraignment, her first court appearance. She showed no emotion, said absolutely nothing, and pretty much the entire time stood with her arms folded across her chest. Now, ultimately, as you said, the judge set the bond at $2 million. And for the boys' families, they say that is not enough.
We just played a card game. That was it. Simple as that. And then we had the best time ever.
And then, just a few days later, Darrell Howard got the news his little brothers were dead. A neighbor found the boys shot in a bed inside their home on Bentwood Drive in Shepherdsville Wednesday morning. Police took the boys' mother, Tiffany Lucas, into custody at the scene, later charging her with murder.
We wanted them. We would have took them open arms. We loved them so much.
Wow, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Is anybody in the chat? I need to see somebody in the chat. I need to make sure y'all are in the chat. Listen to what this man says. So this is the big brother of one of the little boys. Okay, so just so we're clear, guys, 59. These are the, hold on, let me see something. These are the little boys right here. Just so we're clear, these are the 2 little boys. The older one had a different dad than the younger one, even though they both look alike. They're brothers, but they had different dads. Both of the dads were black. Now, the older one, I believe it's the older one, had the same dad as this dude right here, right? So this is the brother. This is the older brother because he has the same dad as one of these little boys. The other little boy, they don't know where his dad is. They don't know who his dad is. This is his mom. So just, and again, I don't see any comments, so let me refresh the page real quick. Hold on. Let me. Share screen. Okay, just so we're clear, guys. Just so we're clear. This woman right here has 2 children. Her 2 children are from a black man. Now listen to what the brother says, the father's family. Listen to what the father's family said, Jay. Jay, finally, they found out where the father is. Let's see what the father's family has to say.
Later charging her with murder.
We wanted them. We would have took them open arms. We loved them so much.
Howard.
Open arms. We would have took them open. We wanted them. We would have took them open arms. We wanted them. We would have took them open arms.
Murder.
We wanted them. We would have took them open arms.
Listen to what the father's family says. The father who was murdered, the family said, we wanted him. We wanted the children. We would have took the children with open arms. Jay, do you see why I asked where the father is? Do you see, y'all, why I ask where the father is? Because now that they finally find the father and the father's family says, I want them. We wanted them. We didn't have the right to take them over the mother, even though there was already, she had drug charges, she was going in and out of jail, CPS had been called, but no, that's not enough to take them from the mother. Do you see? I just need you guys to see, because I already see it. I need to make sure that you can see it.
Later charging her with murder.
We wanted him. We would have took him open arms. We loved him so much.
Howard claims over the years multiple family members had called CPS with concerns. He and 9-year-old Jaden shared the same father who died in 2019.
Look at this, y'all. This dude right here shares the same father as that little boy. The father died in 2019. He said they've been calling CPS and been trying to get the boys for years, saying that there was a problem for years, saying she was not a fit mother for years. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue.
Shared the same father who died in 2019. Howard says that's when he became more involved in his brother's life and the life of Jaden's little brother, 6-year-old Maurice, known as Peanut. And while the past few weeks were good ones, filled with trick-or-treating events, visits with their grandmother, and backyard water balloon fights, there are regrets.
Because I should have did more. I should have, if it came to me coming to snatch the boys out the house, I should have did that. And
Do you hear that? Do you see how the black man, do you see how the black man is? The black man still puts it on his back. Do you hear that? The black man still put it on his back. He said, I should have done more. If I would have known this would have happened, I should have just came and kidnapped the children. But what would have happened if he would have came and took the kids from the house before this happened? Can somebody let me know? Because again, this is how I can, this is, once you start recognizing it from these perspectives, then you can see what the problem is. Then you can see how almost hopeless the situation is. Because what if this man could see into the future, and if he saw into the future and he knows that this was going to happen, and he tried to take the kids away, he came back into the past and he tried to take the kids away because what he knew the mother was going to do. What would happen, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat? Listen to what he said. He said, I should have done more. So now this man lives with regret. This is just the brother. He's not even the father. He's just the big brother. They got the same father. He said, I knew we should have took them. I knew we should have done more. We should have broken into the house and stole the children. Now answer me this in the chat, because clearly nobody, I guess you guys are too flat. Exactly. There we go, Jay. That's why you're the number one, the number one student, Jay. Because the slave catchers would be after him. It's as simple as that, guys. And this is why I told you we live in an unnatural society, going back to Keke Palmer. All this conversation goes right back to Keke Palmer, because the only reason she's allowed to file a restraining order and all this other goofy shit is because of the goddamn slave catcher, who is an unnatural force. Exactly. Imagine, he would have been saving those kids. Let's just say he had a time travel machine and he knew that she was going to kill them on Halloween night or November 1st. If he had a time machine, he still couldn't go save those kids like he said he wanted to. That's the thing he needs to understand. Even if he wanted to save those kids, he wouldn't be allowed to. That's the problem. The court, listen, ladies and gentlemen, the court is giving these mothers custody until they kill the children. And then when the child dies, oh, now let's do an investigation and let's talk about how sad it was and how she's going to jail, and now we have to have a funeral. You see, the cops aren't good for anything until after the situation is done. Of course, you're going to put her in jail now.
Water balloon fights, there are regrets.
because I should have did more. I should have, if it came to me coming to snatch the boys out the house, I should have did that. And I would hold that on my back for the rest of my life, for both of them boys.
On Thursday, Lucas faced a judge who set her bond at $2 million. Her bond at faced a judge who set her
Ladies and gentlemen, look at the mother. Look at the mother who killed those two little black boys, ladies and gentlemen. You see the mother. Put an eye emoji in the chat if you see the mother, you see her body language. Remember, we said body language is 70% of conversation. She went to go face the judge, and this is how she presented herself. Look at her face, look at her arms. The children are dead now. There's nothing that you can do. You could say how sad it is, and you could say, oh, what we should have done. It's too late now. The same court system who is going to sit here and put her in an orange jumpsuit and act like they don't know why this mother did this, this is the same exact court system that gave her custody, ladies and gentlemen. And they gave women like this full custody. So let's talk about it. Now, am I saying that Keke Palmer is going to do to her child what this woman did to her child? Probably not. Probably not. But the fact of the matter is, until we have these conversations in full, the same thing is going to keep on happening, and we're going to act like we don't know what's going on. So let's get back to this conversation right here. This woman who has 3 kids by 2 baby daddies, and she doesn't know who the baby daddy is, and both of them are in and out of jail. She's dealing with 2 niggas in and out of jail, lying to them about who the father is, but somehow she has custody. But look at Kendra. Kendra, somebody put that in the chat. Kendra is supposed to be the woman that checks this shit. Kendra is in the position of Kevin Samuels now. But let's continue.
I know. I was young and dumb, and I had a bad choice.
I was young and dumb. Do you hear what they say? No. What's dumb is that stupid ass, curly ass, motherfucking baby hair on your motherfucking forehead.
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
Ladies and gentlemen, what does she gain from that? She's talking about young and dumb. No, what's young and dumb is that fake ass baby hair with that European hair hat, super glued, gorilla glue. Didn't the gorilla glue girl teach you anything? You bitches are still gorilla gluing this, not the bayang. Ma'am, take that hat off, and then maybe you'll be a little bit more humble. Head shaped like a motherfucking light bulb, ladies and gentlemen. And look at Kendra acting like she's concerned now. Let's listen. Let's look at it. Look at the bottom woman. She thinks the shit is funny. That she's fucking niggas in and out of prison and they don't know who the baby daddy is. But she has full custody. And look at Kendra at the top, who got the same fucking hair hat on, trying to act like she's mad. But then you're gonna see the beehive. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to see the beehive at work. The woman at the top, she's supposed to be correcting the woman at the bottom. But let's see how that goes.
Well, he got out. So, yeah, he got out. But I'm not with him anymore.
Now let's go to the actual child's father. So is he involved?
Yeah.
So what did was he happy that the baby was his?
Yeah. So, which was crazy, he was in prison too, but he was in federal.
Brittany!
I know. I was young and dumb, and I had a bad choice.
She said I was young and dumb. Listen, guys, she said I was young and dumb, but the baby is 3 years old.
Man.
It's like these women are all built in a fucking factory with the same settings. When you ask them why they're not with the father, he was abusive, he was toxic, he was narcissistic. Well, why did you have a baby? I was young and I was dumb. Go watch Kevin Samuels' content. That's what 90% of the women say. When it comes down to the baby daddy, he was toxic, abusive, manipulative. When it comes down to me, I was young and I was dumb. This woman says she was young and dumb 3 years ago. Ma'am, that's 36 months ago. So you want us to believe what? You're not dumb anymore? She wants us to believe she's not dumb anymore, ladies and gentlemen.
It feel bad, but we here now. So, and it's my baby at the end of the day. So, but we tried, and it just was eating him up, and he just snapped one day, and just a whole bunch of stuff. But
and now, so he went to jail after that.
Yeah, again.
And how long is he away for now?
Well, he got out. So
okay,
yeah, he got out, but I'm not with him anymore.
Now let's go to the actual child's father. So is he involved?
Yeah.
So what did was he happy that the baby was his?
Yeah. So which was crazy. He was in prison too, but he was in federal.
Brittany!
I know. I was young and dumb, and I had a bad choice.
Brittany, the baby's 3. It's only 3 years ago we talking right now, Brittany.
Well, 4, because they 9 months to had a baby.
Okay,
so.
Okay, fair enough. So, Brittany,
I know. And you know what's funny? My mom watches your show so much, and she was like, "Girl, you need to go on there." I'm like, "Mom, I'm gonna get on this."
Your mama told you to call me?
Huh?
Listen to that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the beehive right here. Look at the beehive. Her mom told her to call. And when you look into it, Keke Palmer's mom made a statement. I'm not even going to play that because I don't have the energy for it. Keke Palmer's mom made a statement about the abuse and all this type shit. A large conversation on this that we need to have, that I just don't have the energy right now, is to talk about the fat, overweight, miserable, hair hat wearing, diabetes ridden mothers. Yes, we have to talk about it. The black, fat, diabetes mother with the hair hat, all that shit. She's the one who taught these women how to behave like this. We need to have real conversations in the black community, and it doesn't involve the man running away and he ain't shit. We've had that conversation for forever. It hasn't done anything. Let's start evaluating these women. Listen to her stupid ass. She said her mother told her to call Kendra G. So you got 3 kids, 2 baby daddies in and out of jail. They don't know which one is the daddy, but your mama said, yeah, get on Kendra G's dating show. Are y'all hearing me? Her mother told her to, after all this shit, to get on a public dating show.
Brittany, the baby's 3. It's only 3 years ago we talking right now, Brittany.
Well, 4, because they 9 months to had a baby.
Okay,
so.
Okay, fair enough. So, Brittany,
I know. And you know what's funny? My mom watches your show so much, and she was like, "Girl, you need to go on there." I'm like, "Mom, I'm gonna get on this."
Your mama told you to call me?
Huh?
Your mama told you to call me?
Yes. And my mom watches you all the time.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. You know my cousins is crazy, and they gonna talk about your ass.
That's fine. I never gave a fuck. I'm a cow for, and I'm.
Listen to the stupidness, ladies and gentlemen. I want to show you the stupidness, because this could be this woman, this could be Keke Palmer. These are the women that get custody. I don't give a fuck what nobody says about me. I still got custody. Why do you think she doesn't care? Because she's going to get custody regardless. And at this point, even if I have to use my channel to warn other men about this, I didn't know about this custody thing. I didn't know women had this much power until I got in this situation. And even then, I didn't even realize how much power they had until it was already too late. So I'm fine with using my channel for warning other young black men about this shit. Hell yeah, have some kids. I want you to have kids, but I need you to understand what you're walking into if the bitch just decides to switch up. Listen to what she says. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about me. I have my custody of my kids, and I'm a Capricorn. Can somebody put that in the chat? oh, it's not complete until she talks about some fucking stupid Sagittarius ass astrology shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm a Capricorn. Do you hear how literally insane these women are? But I need you to notice Kendra. Look at Kendra.
Huh?
Your mama told you to call me?
Yes. And my mom watches you all the time.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. You know my cousins is crazy and they gonna talk about your ass.
That's fine. I never gave a fuck. I'm a Capricorn and I'm a realist, so I don't lie. Like, I get straight to the point. I'm bold. Can't nobody ever make me feel type of way about my life because these are my shoes and I'm walking in them myself.
I respect that. I respect anybody that is 10 toes down for themselves. So it is what it is.
Listen to what Kendra says. I respect anybody that's 10 toes down about themselves. So Kendra, it's not just about herself. She has 2 kids. She has 3 daughters. You hear why Kendra is wrong? Do you hear why Kendra is dangerous for our community? Kendra had a physical problem with Kevin Samuels. Kendra was not smiling with Kevin Samuels. Kendra was literally mad. She brought out the beehive energy for Kevin Samuels. But with this woman, I respect you. Listen to what she said. I respect you. You have 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, both in and out of jail. Nobody knows who the father is. You don't give a fuck, and I respect you. Kendra says, I respect you.
I'm a Capricorn and I'm a realist, so I don't lie. Like,
look at Kendra's face. She thinks this is funny. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to you. Shout out to you, Infinite Charms. She thinks this is funny. I told you, 70% of body language, or forgive me, 70% of language is nonverbal. 70% of your language is body language. Look at Kendra's body language. The first thing she thinks is that it's funny. Notice she's not making a disgusted face. She thinks it's funny, ladies and gentlemen.
I get straight to the point. I'm bold. Can't nobody ever make me feel type of way about my life because these are my shoes and I'm walking in them myself.
I respect that. I respect anybody that is 10 toes down for themselves. So it is what it is. Okay, let's move forward because, child, listen now, I don't even know. Let me tell you something about Tubi. Now, Tubi got the most best marketing plan because every time somebody come on my show, they say this shit sound like a Tubi movie. Now I got Tubi. But I'm gonna tell you right now,
my
Tubi
life would
ain't
be a
got
Tubi
movie. Tubi ain't got nothing on my show because my show is real life.
Look at Kendra. Kendra thinks it's a compliment. Infinite Charms. Kendra thinks it's a compliment that people say her show is like a Tubi movie. That the people who call into her show is like a Tubi movie. Kendra say, Tubi has nothing on me. She thinks it's a compliment that the platform that she has uplifts and gives exposure to Tubi movie type people. Wow.
So y'all keep talking about Tubi. I might need to start my own shit.
Yeah.
Because
no, for real. Yeah, I'll act.
Girl, you don't gotta act. You gonna be a reality self-doc motherfucking mentry.
You see, Kendra thinks it's funny, guys. Look at Kendra's face. There's not one time in this entire conversation where Kendra's genuinely appalled, shocked, disgusted, concerned, alarmed. There's not one time in this conversation that Kendra isn't laughing. This woman has full custody of children and she's clearly insane. And Kendra, who had a problem with Kevin Samuels, has no problem. And the first words out of her mouth to this woman was, I respect you for standing on business, ladies and gentlemen. Facts. She looks like Shonuff on The Last Dragon. That's a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, why is Kendra respect this woman for standing on business if the beehive isn't a thing?
Hey, that's not even a half, baby. That's not even a half.
More. Wait, okay, hold on. Let me just ask this before I keep going. Are both of your baby daddies in jail right now, or are they both out?
They're both out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Brittany, 27?
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, 3 daughters. What do you do for a living?
I'm a model and I'm a rapper.
Okay. Oh, you a rapper?
Look, she says, I'm a model and a rapper. Killer. She's a model and a rapper. Let me step outside and light this little joint real quick. Hold on. Tell me in the chat. She's a model and a rapper. Can y'all hear me? Let me know in the comment section. Can y'all hear me? She says, this is her job description. She's a model and a rapper. Ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Let me light this quick little joint. I'm about to get out of here in a minute. Talk to me in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. What is this woman model for? Can you tell me? What is she model for? What company does she model for? Go ahead and put that in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, what company does she model for? Can y'all hear me? I'm going to read the comments right now. I just have to step outside real quick. She says, I'm a model and a rapper. What does she rap about? This is the woman that gets sole custody. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Show enough. Listen to her, guys. She says, I'm a model and a rapper.
Hey, that's not even a half, baby. That's not even a half.
More. Wait, okay, hold on. Let me just ask this before I keep going. Are both of your baby daddies in jail right now, or are they both out?
They're both out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Brittany, 27?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot. A model. All you got to do is have a camera and rub your pussy on OnlyFans, and you're a model in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do in 2023 is have a webcam, press the record button, and flick your fucking bean.
Meg.
This woman says she's a model, flicking her bean on OnlyFans for $4.99 a month, completely disrespecting her 3 daughters. But listen to Kendra, because at this point, it's not even about the woman. We know this woman is completely insane. Look at Kendra. Remember, Kendra killed Kevin Samuels. Can somebody put that in the chat? Kendra literally killed Kevin Samuels just to sit up in his spot. And look how Kendra acts when she hears the information.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, 3 daughters. What do you do for a living?
I'm a model and I'm a rapper.
Okay. Oh, you a rapper. Okay, Brittany, give me 20 seconds if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to. You're a rapper, but you can't even rap for 20 seconds. How about the man should have wrapped his dick up and never came in you? Talk to me in the chat. The man should have wrapped his dick up and never came in your disgusting trash ass, you filthy rank bitch. But that's just my opinion.
Right now, are they both out?
They're both out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Brittany, 27?
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, 3 daughters. What do you do for a living?
I'm a model and I'm a rapper.
Okay. Oh, you a rapper. Okay, Brittany, give me 20 seconds if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
All right, Capricorn. All right, Brittany, 27, Capricorn, Chicago, 3 daughters, a model and a rapper. You never been married, right?
No.
Okay. All right, boo. What kind of man you looking for now, girl?
Okay, I'm looking for a man that's mature, knows what he wants, about his bag, um, loves God.
Listen to what she says, ladies and gentlemen. She's looking now after both of her baby daddies are in and out of jail. She lied to them about she didn't even know which one is the daddy of this one, which one's the daddy of that one. Now she wants the new nigga that she's with to be about God. Ladies and gentlemen, she wants the new nigga to be about his bag and be about God.
Bing, pow,
De facto, are you here? De facto, talk to me in the chat. Listen.
Hey, boo. What kind of man you looking for now, girl?
Okay, I'm looking for a man that's mature, knows what he wants, about his bag, um, loves God, um, isn't a liar, isn't a woman beater, respects women.
Here we go. Here we go about the woman beater. I told you before, Solo Dolo. I know you're just getting the chat. You're gonna have to run it back. Have you heard the news, Solo Dolo? I'm sure you've heard the news, brother. I know you be deep in these YouTube streets. Solo, but let me ask you this. This is the question I have for my nigga Solo, because he's gonna tell me the truth. Out of all your favorite YouTubers, and don't lie to me, Solo. I know you have other YouTubers that you rock with, but I know I'm your number one homeboy. I know that. I already know that. But I know you rock with other YouTubers. But Solo, out of all the YouTubers you watch, which ones are going to talk about or have talked about what's going to happen with the child after the conversation? Listen to me quickly, Solo, and very closely. You're going to hear everybody talking about this Keke Palmer situation, including the people who've already talked about it from the Usher thing. But the question is, it's not about, Keke Palmer or the boyfriend. The question is about the authority of the child. Who's going to have ultimate authority of the child when it's all said and done? Because your favorite YouTuber is going to tell you, don't be a simp and just leave that bitch. And they're not going to tell you that she gets authority over the child. Talk to me, ladies and gentlemen. In the
That's what I do. That's what I do.
So all I want to know is, out of all the YouTubers, you mean to tell me, all these YouTubers, and I'm the only one that's talking about what's gonna happen after that? You mean to tell me everybody got something to say about what Keke should have done and what her and Darius should have done, but nobody has anything to say about the child and the authorization of the child? Wow. Oh, but did you hear about this one, Solo? It says here that she also filed a restraining order against. And YouTube, stop playing with me. I know I got more people in the chat than that, so stop acting dumb. Give me some fucking viewers, YouTube. Stop playing with me. I'm watching you, YouTube. Stop. Like, I'm on your ass. Also, did you know that Keke Palmer filed a restraining order against that man? That means, and said he abused her ass. Let me show you the color purple pictures. Because my nigga Solo just got in the chat. I'm going to show you the color purple pictures. Hold on. Keke. Look at these color purple pictures. Share this tab. Solo, have you seen these color purple photos? Hold on. Did you see the color purple photos? Allegedly, look, threw her ass over the sink, threw her ass over the couch, and he's about to drag her to the washer dryer. Talk to me in the chat. Look. This is a video of him right now dragging her ass to the washer dryer. Look at him. He went straight washer dryer, extra tumble. extra wash, hard tumble, extra dry, super dry. You know how you have the different look at her. Look at her legs flipped over. All her life she had to fight. Ladies and gentlemen, he threw her over the couch for dancing with Usher. And this is none of my business, ladies and gentlemen. All I'm saying is this, okay, ladies. So you're gonna leave him for being abusive. Oh, okay, so what are you gonna do now? Yeah. Tell this bitch right here, I'm a Bruce Leroy that ass. Fuck is you talking about? Man, listen, I don't think y'all are feeling me. Let me say this last little things, and I'm getting out of here. Hold on, because I think okay. Let's watch this thing. Let's watch the last little thing from Hold on, I'm gonna finish watching this Kendra G show, because I want you to see how Kendra reacts. This is going to show you a large percentage. This is going to show you how the beehive operates, because we could have a million conversations about a crazy bitch. De facto, you feel me? We could have a million conversations about a crazy bitch, and Jada shouldn't have done that. Keke shouldn't have done that. What you don't understand is this is a culture. Oh my God. Can somebody put that in the chat? Hashtag this is a culture. This has nothing to do with Keke Palmer. This has nothing to do with Aisha Curry. This has nothing to do with Tia. This has nothing to do with Sexy Red. Nothing to do with this woman at the bottom looking like Busta Rhymes. This has something to do with the culture. That's why Kevin was killed, because Kevin Samuels was exposing the degenerate culture. Now let's continue. Look at Kendra. Look at Kendra right here. She has no problem with this. She doesn't have any problem with it.
And a rapper. You never been married, right?
No.
Okay. All right, boo. What kind of man you looking for now, girl?
Okay, I'm looking for a man that's mature, knows what he wants, about his bag, um, loves God, um, isn't a liar, isn't a woman beater, respects women, it has confidence about.
Isn't a woman beater, because remember I told you before, the top three reasons the women always leave: he was toxic, he was narcissistic, and he was abusive.
Myself, because I really cannot do any more insecure men. Like everything, all the flaws I see in men kind of just be like insecurities or something that stems from their childhood or carrying a childhood trauma. You just gotta be like motivated about your money, and you gotta look good. Okay, because I look good, so you gotta look good.
Listen to what she says, ladies and gentlemen. She says she looks good. The woman from the fucking Last Dragon says, I look good, so I don't want no nigga that's insecure, because the niggas that I'm seeing, they got mama problems. Listen to this woman. The woman has 3 kids, 2 baby daddies. She didn't know who was the father. Both of them are in and out of federal prison and criminal prison. And she doesn't give a fuck because she's a Capricorn. The bitch said, I don't give a fuck because I'm a Capricorn. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. And look how big Kendra's smile is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I want to focus on. How big Kendra's smile is. Let's continue. Matter of fact, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. Now, Killer says something important right here. Killer says something very important right here. Killer, why do you say that? You said that Keisha loves convicts. Let me show you something real quick. Since we're talking about it, let's go all the way in. Somebody put that in the chat. Can we go all the way in? Can we go all the way in since we're talking about it? Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Killer says something very important, guys. Killer said that the black woman loves convicts. I was going to wait till next week to show it off, but I might as well go ahead and show it off right now. Look, 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 look.
Were you waiting on him? Hey! Well, how'd you knew her when you got locked up?
How did we meet? I was a correctional officer.
She was a guard. I was working.
Oh, you were the officer?
Oh!
Okay. He was an inmate?
Well, you see the connection there, though.
Okay,
Hey.
hold on. Were y'all like already intimate in the building, or y'all waited?
We intimate.
No, we were never intimate while she was. No, we weren't. No, we weren't.
You got in trouble.
You just said it wrong. What you do? What's the first thing you did out of prison?
Called her.
Were you waiting on him?
Hey!
Well, how'd you knew her when you got locked up?
How did we meet?
I was a correctional
She was a guard. I was working.
Oh, you were the officer?
Oh!
Okay. He was an inmate?
Well, you see the connection there, though.
Okay,
Hey.
hold on. Were y'all like already intimate in the building, or y'all waited?
We intimate.
No, we weren't. No, we were never intimate while she was. No, we weren't. No, we weren't.
You got in trouble.
You just said it wrong. What you do? What's the first thing you did out of prison?
Called her.
Were you waiting on him?
Hey!
Well, how'd you knew her when you got locked up?
How did we meet?
I was a correctional
She was
officer.
a guard. I was working.
Oh, you were the officer?
Oh!
Okay. He was an inmate?
Well, you see the connection there, though.
Okay, hold on. Were y'all like already intimate in the building, or y'all waited?
We intimate.
No, we weren't. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, more proof. The correctional officers, look at her, look how content she is. She doesn't give a fuck about telling on herself. Yeah, I fucked the prisoner. And then when he got out of jail, I let him call me and fuck me more. You see? That's probably his name tattooed on her chest. Or the last nigga from jail tattooed on her chest. Maybe he's tattooed on her ass, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him. Somebody put that in chat. She's your queen to be. This is why I'm telling you, why is it that black men should not try to be this guy? Look at her. She said, yeah, I was fucking him in jail. I was risking my job. I was supposed to be the prison guard, but I fucked him in jail and I fucked him after jail. So yeah, it's the same as what Killer said. He's right. But let's continue. I want you to see Kendra, guys. I want you to see Kendra.
Loves God, isn't a liar, isn't a woman beater, respects women, it has confidence by herself, because I really cannot do any more insecure men. Like, everything, all the flaws I see in men kind of just be like insecurities or something that stems from their childhood or carrying a childhood trauma. You know, you just gotta be like motivated about your money, and you gotta look good, okay? Because I look good, so you gotta look good.
About his money, I want to go there early with you. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
I would say like 150,000 and up.
Ladies and gentlemen, not only does she have two baby daddies, 3 daughters, both of the men in and out of federal prison. She's lying to them and doesn't know who the father is. She looks like the main fucking villain in The Last Dragon, but she wants the man, ladies and gentlemen, listen closely. She wants the man that she's with that's gonna find her from the Kendra G show to make $150,000.
You're a stupid dumbass. Dumbass.
Ladies and gentlemen, $150,000 is what she wants this new man to make after her baby daddies. Can somebody tell me one of the many things that Kevin Samuels would have said if he was not killed by this United States government? Can somebody tell me what Kevin Samuels would have said? Right. One of the questions on it depends on what day it was. If it was a Monday, if it was Tuesday, if it was Wednesday, if it was Thursday. This is one of the things Kevin would have said. Okay, did any of your baby daddies make $150,000 a year? Very solid question. Can somebody give me another solid question after that Kendra should have asked?
Everything, all the flaws I see in men kind of just be like insecurities or something that stems from their childhood or carrying a childhood trauma. You know, you just gotta be like motivated about your money, and you gotta look good, okay? Because I look good, so you gotta look good.
About his money, I want to go there early with you. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
I would say like 150,000 and up.
Look how she says 150,000 like it's nothing. Yeah, he needs to come with a. And do you see how it's our fault, gentlemen? Gentlemen, raise your hand if you're living in the future far enough to see how it's our fault that we allow these bitches to get this delusional. I'm raising my hand right now. I can't put the emoji in the chat because I'm not on my phone, but I'll put a 7 in the chat. Put a 7 in the chat. Put 3 7, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. Put 7 sevens in the chat or raise your hand as an emoji if you can see how it's our fault as men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I see how it's our fault as men that we allow these bitches to get this delusional. This bitch is delusional. I mean, let's talk about her sexual marketplace value. Ladies and gentlemen, if she walks into a room with the most beautiful amount of women and all the women in the world, where does she rank on a scale from 1 to 10? Here's another thing Kevin Samuels might have asked her. He might have asked her, did any one of your exes make 150,000? Here's another thing Kevin Samuels would have asked her. On a scale from 1 to 10, not using 7, what do you rank yourself? Because remember, Kevin got famous from that. He asked this woman, what do you think you are from a scale from 1 to 10? The bitch said, I'm a 10 or some goofy shit like that. And she was clearly garbage. Let me see if I can even find that picture just so we're clear. Hold on. Because the woman Kevin Samuels was talking about when he said she's average at best, she says she was she says she was like 5 or a 6. I think that's actually what she said. Correct me if I'm wrong. The woman that Kevin Samuels was talking about, she says she was a 5 or 6, which is average. This is the woman that got Kevin Samuels famous. Ladies and gentlemen, take a screenshot of this woman's face. This is the actual woman that got Kevin Samuels famous. Go look it back. When he said average at best, and then everybody went crazy. This is the woman. So my question is, this other woman in the chat, first of all, what is this woman on a scale from 1 to 10? Holly Berry, Kelly Rowland, being number 10. What does this woman rank, ladies and gentlemen? I remember, and we're snatching the hair head off. Somebody put that in the chat. If I snatch that hair head off with the Velcro, this bitch got a Velcro hair hat. Ladies and gentlemen, she attached this hair hat with Velcro. You rip that bitch off, all you hear is. Imagine ripping that bitch off. All you hear is straight Velcro. That bitch is strapped down. Only way you can take that hair hat off is if you manually try to rip it off. So I'm going to ask you in the chat, from a scale from 1 to 10, Kelly Rowland being a 10, what is this woman? Or even better yet, what is this woman right here at the bottom? Because she said, nigga, you better make 150,000. Why? She not only is she delusional, but niggas don't have no standards. If this bitch understood how she fucked up, then maybe she would be like, okay, let me humble myself. But she's not humble because she doesn't have to be. Let's continue.
You know, you just gotta be like motivated about your money, and you gotta look good. Okay, because I look good, so you gotta look good.
About his money, I want to go there early with you. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
I would say like 150,000 and up.
Another thing, look at Kendra. You see how Kendra, she recognizes the delusion of this woman asking for 150,000, but that's part of her tribe. So she can't even really call it out. Here's another thing Kevin Samuels would have said when she said 150,000. He would have said, not only did any of your boyfriends or did any of your baby daddies make 150,000, you know what this is what Kevin said. The number one thing that Kevin would have said, and you guys know it's true. Kevin Samuels would have said, what percentage, talk to me in the chat, and if this is right, put a fire emoji. The number one thing Kevin Samuels would have probably said in this situation is, what percentage of men in America make upwards of $150,000 a year? That's the one. These are the type of things that made Kevin so fucking powerful. He used to say, "Oh, okay, you want a man who makes 150,000 after you had two niggas in and out of federal prison that gave birth to you? Okay, what percentage? I'm not even going to talk about your delusion. I'm just going to ask you, what percentage of men?" See, this is where it comes down to physical. This is where it comes down to brass tacks. What percentage of men in America make upwards of $150,000 a year? And can somebody tell me the percentage? Killer, do you know around what percentage? I'm going to ask you guys in the chat the same thing Kevin would ask you. Around what percentage of men in America make upwards of $150,000 a year? Does anybody know the answer to that? Cop Killer says, fuck 150,000. All Pookie has to do is buy her a chicken box, a chicken wing box, and some cheap liquor, and she's gonna smash all night long. That's the thing that I never learned until it was too late. Now it's too late for me to be a Pookie, ladies and gentlemen. Now, even though I know that Pookie gets to have all the fun, it's too late for me to be a Pookie. I can't just switch everything I know and just act like a Pookie. These women know I'm not a natural Pookie. Pookie has to be started from a young age. You have to perfect the Pookie. Somebody put that in the chat. You have to perfect the Pookie, believe it or not. You would think Pookie just doesn't give a fuck and he's just a whatever ass nigga. No, you have to perfect the Pookie for these women to know, oh, that's Pookie right there. Let him spit in my mouth. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are really having some serious conversation tonight, guys. I mean, these classes are important for all of us. I hope that I'm teaching somebody because it might be too late for me. But let's listen to more because it gets even deeper. Now, mind you, after all of this woman said, she said she got 3 daughters, 2 baby daddies, in and out of jail, all of this bullshit. Look at both of their faces. They're both making the same face. Would Kevin Samuels be making this face? You guys are gonna tell me, get over, get over, get over Kevin Samuels. Stop idolizing Kevin Samuels. Shut the fuck up. Would Kevin be making this face? But look at Kendra. She's in the position. Let's continue.
Okay, because I look good, so you gotta look good.
About his money, I want to go there early with you. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
I would say like 150,000 and up.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Now, do you care if it's illegal, 150K?
No.
Well, there you have it.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen to what she said. She said the man has to make 100. Mind you, both of her baby daddies in and out of prison. The man has to make 150,000, and Kendra said, does it have to be legal? Does he have to legally be making $150,000? Or in other words, could he be making $150,000 from robbing, scamming, killing, selling drugs, all this other goofy shit? Does it have to be legal how he makes his money? No. Look at her face. Look at the woman at the bottom. Nope. He can, the next nigga I deal with, even though I have kids, he doesn't have to make his money legally as long as he makes 150,000. I need you guys to see it and understand.
50,000 and up.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Now, do you care if it's illegal, 150K?
No.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. Now, Brittany, though, because both of the other baby daddies went to jail. So what if this guy who made that money might go to jail too?
Well, shit. Long as let me not.
Look, she was about to really expose herself. Somebody put that in the chat. We need to see stuff like this. Our mamas never told us stuff like this. She was about to really expose herself. Kendra said, both of your other baby daddies went to jail. So what if this other dude who made 150,000, what if he went to jail too? She was about to expose herself. Look right here.
From their childhood or carrying a childhood trauma. You just gotta be like motivated about your money, and you gotta look good. Okay, because I look good, so you gotta look good.
About his money, I want to go there early with you. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
I would say like 150,000 and up.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Now, do you care if it's can, Brittany?
Definitely.
Can I see? Never gave a fuck. Go work. Not family oriented. I cannot stand somebody that is self.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra can, Brittany.
Can I see?
Hold on.
350 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm small. I'm petite. Not family oriented. I cannot stand.
Can, Brittany. Okay. All right, Brittany, when was your last relationship?
I'm gonna be honest.
You've been honest this whole time. Why are you gonna start lying?
About a day ago.
You broke
up. Listen to her, ladies and gentlemen. She said her last relationship was about a day ago. Talk to me in the chat. Her last relationship, she's on a show. She's on Kendra with them baby hairs. Look at her baby hairs. And she said her last relationship was a
Fuck
day
you,
ago.
bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Back the fuck up. If I knock the fuck out you.
Damn, man.
Pussy, hey, tell your kid what the fuck.
She said her last relationship was a day ago. 1 day ago. Her last relationship, ladies and gentlemen, was 24 hours ago.
Yeah. Clap that, snap that.
All right, Brittany, when was your last relationship?
I'm gonna be honest.
You be honest this whole time. Why you gonna start lying?
About a day ago.
You broke up with somebody yesterday? Who you break up with yesterday?
But we only been dating for a week.
What?
Her last relationship was yesterday, but she's only been dating
What
for
the
a week.
fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, her last dude that she was with, she broke up with him yesterday, but she was only with him for 7 days.
Ooh, child.
Jay, are you here? Are you listening? All of this is about Keke Palmer. Everything that I'm telling you today is about Keke Palmer, but it's not about Keke. It's about all these women. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the conversations that they're not going to allow you to have on the mainstream. Let's continue. She said her last relationship was 1 fucking day ago, and the relationship only lasted for 7 days, ladies and gentlemen.
One day I feel like I'm gonna have to look in the mirror and like take accountability for my actions and realize that I am the toxic one. Maybe I am the problem. But not today, bitch, because it's never me. It is always the man, ladies. Remember that. We are never wrong.
Make a certain amount of money? Jail too.
Well, depends on how long now, baby. Like, you do anything in life, okay?
She don't want you to go to jail, but she'll hold you down. But if they give you life, okay, so 5 years, she gonna hold you down and not sleep with nobody else.
You do anything in life.
But for the other baby daddies went to jail. So what if this guy who make that money might go to jail too?
Well, shit, long as, look, let me not.
Tubi ain't got shit on me. That's all I want to say.
Look at Kendra. Kendra sees all this information, and instead of recognize how dangerous this woman is, instead of recognize how in a bad position our black community is, Kendra, remember, a lot of times Kevin Samuels literally there was times where Kevin was damn near about to cry because he saw how bad our community was. There was times when Kevin Samuels literally put his hand in his face in his hand because he said he just had to end the stream because he realized how fucked up our community was. Look at Kendra. When she finds out how fucked up our community is, she said, I'm better than Tubi. And by the way, if you don't know what Tubi is, this is supposed to be a low budget black platform where they have these low budget ass unrealistic movies. So this woman is comparing herself to Tubi, and she thinks it's a good thing that she's competing with Tubi and the Zeus Network and all these other degenerate black fucking platforms. Kendra G is a fucking enemy of the state with her fucking crusty hair hat.
Let's be for real. But nah, like if he go to jail, I'm gonna hold him down. If he was real to me, and it depends on how long now, baby. Like you do anything in life, okay, baby. Look, we locked in, but I can't hold you down for life now.
She can't hold you down for life. So make 150K. She don't care how you get it. She ain't asking no questions. Okay. She don't want you to go to jail, but she'll hold you down. But if they give you life, she gotta be out. She can't do no life sentence. You got a good 5 piece. If you get 5 years, you can wait 5 years.
Oh yeah.
10 years? 10 years too long?
10, I'ma still do my thing, but I'ma be there when you get out.
Okay,
so listen closely. So this woman at the bottom, she says, I want my man to make 150,000. All my baby daddies been in and out of jail, so I don't care if you make that 150,000 legally or illegally. But if you go to jail more than 5 years, I'm gonna fuck another nigga.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up. You think
She said, I'm gonna fuck another nigga after 5 years, but if you get 5 years, I'm gonna hold you down. But if you get 10 years in jail, I'm still gonna hold you down, but I'm gonna be fucking other niggas after 5 years. Listen to this woman. And it's only because men have allowed them to even get this delusional. We should have smacked her head between the washer and dryer a long time ago. Her first baby daddy should have smacked her head between the washer and dryer before she got delusional. Now she's so delusional, she thinks that we have to play along with her stupid game. Bitch, I'll snatch that motherfucking hair hat off your head and we can get it cracking.
You do anything in life, okay, baby. Look, we locked in, but I can't hold you down for life now.
She can't hold you down for life. So make 150K. She don't care how you get it. She ain't asking no questions. Okay. She don't want you to go to jail, but she'll hold you down. But if they give you life, she gotta be out. She can't do no life sentence. You got a good 5 piece. If you get 5 years, you can wait 5 years.
Oh yeah.
10 years. 10 years too long.
10. I'ma still do my thing, but I'ma be there when you get out.
Okay, so 5 years she gonna hold you down and not sleep with nobody else. If you get 10 years, she gonna hold you down, but you know how she gets. She got to get some. She can't go 10 years. But when your ass get out, she got you. Am I repeating it back right?
Huh? Yeah, you got it right.
Okay.
And y'all said I didn't take shit in the comments. I never gave a fuck. Go y'all.
All right, what's the deal breaker?
You see, so the people are in the comments telling her she's unrealistic, she's dangerous. The people in the comments are giving her honest critique. And she said, you people in the comments, I don't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck. I'm a Capricorn. Jay, do you see why it's dangerous, why we need to hold the government accountable? Because a crazy person is a crazy person. But why did the government give this crazy person custody of the kids, ladies and gentlemen? Oh yeah, let's finish reading this one too. Solo Dolo, have you seen this one? I'm gonna play it from the beginning from my nigga Solo. Solo, have you seen this one? This is one that just came out yesterday too. These little boys are black, but the baby mama's white. One of the baby daddies is black but dead. The other baby daddy, they don't know where he is. But the black baby daddy that's dead, the black family wanted to have the kids, but the court wouldn't let them. Now the white mother killed the black little 2 boys, and she doesn't give a fuck, and now the news wants to act surprised. Talk to me in the chat.
Rick, Vicky, family tells me they are heartbroken, they are devastated, they are still in shock. More from them in just a minute, but for now, let's talk about Tiffany Lucas. She appeared from this jail via video conference for her first arraignment, her first court appearance. She showed no emotion, said absolutely nothing, and pretty much the entire time stood with her arms folded across her chest. Now, ultimately, as you said, the judge set the bond at $2 million. And for the boys' families, they say that is not enough.
We just played a card game. That was it. Simple as that. And then we had the best time ever.
And then, just a few days later, Darrell Howard got the news his little brothers were dead. A neighbor found the boys shot in a bed inside their home on Bentwood Drive in Shepherdsville Wednesday morning. Police took the boys' mother, Tiffany Lucas, into custody at the scene, later charging her with murder.
We wanted them. We would have took them open arms. We loved them so much.
Howard claims over the years multiple family members had called CPS with concerns. He and 9-year-old Jaden shared the same father who died in 2019. Howard says that's when he became more involved in his brother's life and the life of Jaden's little brother, 6-year-old Maurice, known as Peanut. And while the past few weeks were good ones, filled with trick-or-treating events, visits with their grandmother, and backyard water balloon fights, there are regrets.
Because I should have did more. I should have, if it came to me coming to snatch the boys out the house, I should have did that. And I will hold that on my back for the rest of my life, for both of them boys.
On Thursday, Lucas faced a judge who set her bond at $2 million. Family says it's not nearly high enough. When asked what he would say to Lucas, Howard had this to say.
You scarred everybody with this one. You scored everybody with this one.
He says now his only comfort is knowing the little boys who...
Look at at the little boys, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the little boys that were taken out by the mother, and nobody knows where the fathers were. But the father's family, the older brother on the right, his father died, but the family wanted the little boy, but the court acted like they couldn't do it. You see, and so now we're supposed to believe that CPS and whoever else, they don't know who to give the child to. The CPS understands what's going on. This is why every time I see a story like this, and or a story like the little boy who was dressed in the dress. I showed you last week a little boy who was dressed in a fucking dress, or I showed you a couple days ago. And then you have some stupid motherfuckers in the comments talking about we need to call CPS. Don't you know CPS is involved in this? Don't you know CPS loves these type of stories? These two little black boys dead. The mother killed them. The mother doesn't give a fuck. Let me show you how the mother looked. Let me see if I can find a picture of how the mother looked. Hold on. Look at the mother. Look at the mother right here. She doesn't give a fuck. The mother doesn't care. Look at the mother right here. She doesn't give a fuck. And so the conversation needs to be had. Since we're talking about Keke Palmer, do I think Keke Palmer is going to do this to her child? No. But is it a possibility? Yes. And is it more of a possibility with the mother than the father, statistically speaking? Yes. And when we're talking about this sole custody shit, a lot of y'all don't understand it because you're not in it. A lot of your favorite YouTubers are going to talk about this Keke Palmer situation. But I bet you, if you listen closely, they're not going to give you any real solutions. They're not even going to ask any real questions. They're just going to be talking about who's a simp and who's not a simp, and just fuck that bitch. Let the bitch go. Okay, well, what about your son? What about your daughter? Are we supposed to just let our son? I'm going to ask you guys this, and I'm about to get out of here, guys. So when we're having all these niggas on YouTube that allegedly they know the answer, somebody put that in the chat. You don't have the answers, Sway. These niggas on YouTube, they swear they have the answers. Okay, so are they telling us to just let the kid just go? Let her have the kid, right? And if that's what you're saying, fair enough, because I understand it. But then go ahead and tell us specifically what that means. What's the potential of that? What are the potential consequences of if you just let Keke Palmer have the kid? You just let Tia and Tamara have the kid. You let Aisha Curry have the kid. Hell, you let this white woman have the kid right here. Let's just say you let this white woman have the kid. Well, you know, she's acting stupid. She's cheated with some other nigga. We don't want to be a simp, right? So just let the bitch go and let the co-parenting figure it out. Let the court system figure it out. Even though we know that I don't have to go down the do I have to go down the stats that I've already gone down a million times? Ladies and gentlemen, just so we're clear, I'm the receipt king, okay? 90% of all homeless and runaway children are from a fatherless home, okay? I'm just gonna let it be known before I get out of here. Hold on, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I need to make sure y'all hear me. Half of all homeless people are black. Can somebody put that in chat? Half of all homeless people are black. That's something that I think we need to understand. That's something that's just one of the biggest receipts ever. Half of all homeless people are black, ladies and gentlemen. We are only 13% of the population, but half of all homeless people across America are black. Wow. 85% of the prisoners in jail right now are from a fatherless home, ladies and gentlemen. 65% of all the people who commit suicide in America are from the fatherless home. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, 65% of the time, the mother has the child. That's more than half, ladies and gentlemen. In places like Texas, 92% of the custodial parents are mothers, ladies and gentlemen. So when we're talking about Keke Palmer, if she was in Texas, 92% of the mothers are going to be just like Keke Palmer. Matter of fact, how about you take a good look at Keke Palmer? Look at my mom has a picture just like this. I wish I could show you right now, but I don't even talk to my mom. My mom has a picture just like this. My mom is naked, I'm naked, and I'm covered, and I'm a little baby just like this. I really wish I could show you that picture right now. Mom, if you're listening, send me that picture, that black and white picture. My mom has a black and white picture. She was like 24 years old, 23 years old. I was a little baby just like this, the same age. My mom is naked. She did a black and white maternity shoot, and she covered her breasts with meat. And I was naked, my mom was naked. It was a maternity shoot. Mom, send me that picture from 1990 or something like that? 1989. My mom has a picture from 1989, just like this. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. My mother, J-LEETHAL, has a picture just like this. My mom is butt naked, I'm butt naked, and I'm in front of her breasts, just like this. She's sitting just like this, same face and everything. Let me find out these maternity pictures are demonic rituals.
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call her one? Funky dog head bitch. How dare you?
Ladies and gentlemen, my mom has a picture just like this. I promise I wish I could show you right now. Your mind would be blown. It looks exactly like this, except my mom is just naked and she's covering her breasts with meat. I'm the same age. Look at this picture right here. I'm the queen mother. Can anybody understand that? I'm about to get out of here, guys, because I didn't want to take too much of your time. Can y'all understand that this picture means I'm the queen mother? I am the mother. In other words, the Virgin Mary. Goddamn, ladies and gentlemen, are we understanding what's going on? I need to read some comments. And remember, this conversation is not just about Keke Palmer, and it's not just about her boyfriend. It's about the black community. I need to read some comments to make sure y'all get it. I'm about to get on out of here. Are you understanding how this is going to be used for a platform? This is going to be used for a blueprint for the rest of our community. The women are supposed to see this, and they're supposed to see, oh, I can do that. I can do what Keke did. Let me know in the comments if you can see how the propaganda is being used in the current day. Remember, we're not talking about 1960s, the COINTELPRO. We're talking about 2023, the new tactics of propaganda. Are you understanding? Let me read your comments. Killer, we can talk about that on another day. We're talking about the all the immigrants coming in. I saw another video. All these immigrants were coming in from all these different places. Venezuela, Sudan. I'm talking about they were coming in from Africa, uh, Ukraine, Central America. We can talk about all the immigrants coming in another day and how they're giving money over Black Americans. But let's try to stick to the point. because we're about to get out of here. I'm trying to get you to see why Kevin Samuels was assassinated. Can y'all hear me? Let me play this last little receipts before I get out of here.
This to say. Lucas faced a judge who set her bond at $2 million. Family says it's not nearly high enough. When asked what he would say to Lucas, Howard had this to say.
You scarred everybody with this one. You scored everybody with this one.
He says now his only comfort is knowing the little boys who wanted to play football like their big brother are not alone.
I just know Jaden and Peanut, I know they together. And I know our father probably waiting on them. Waiting on both of them.
Back here live tonight, Tiffany Lucas returns to court on Tuesday. That's when they will... Back here live tonight, Tiffany...
Waiting on both of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, look how he has to look. Can y'all hear me? Look how he's looking now. Now after the fact. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Because I stepped outside for a minute. If y'all can hear me, put a 7 in the chat. Now, after the fact, look how the black man has to look. He has to live in regret. He has to think about what he could have done, what he should have done, what he would have done if it was a different multiverse, if it was a different universe, if we lived in a parallel universe, what he should have done. Do you see the hell that we're living in, ladies and gentlemen? I just want to make sure that you guys see it because I already see it. That's the reason why I started a YouTube channel because I already see the hell that we're living in. I just need to make sure that I'm not the only one that sees it. Put a fire emoji in the chat. Put some eyes emoji in the chat if you can see the hell that we're living in right now.
Alone.
I just know Jaden and Peanut, I know they together. And I know our father probably waiting on them. Waiting on both of them.
Back here live tonight, Tiffany Lucas returns to court on Tuesday. That's when there will be a probable cause affidavit, and we could possibly learn more about this case, perhaps even what she told detectives and if she provided a motive. Reporting in Shepherdsville tonight, I'm Lauren Adams, WLKY News.
You see, now they're talking about, oh, you know, we're going to tender to court. Do you see the same thing what I'm talking about, guys? And this is the reason why YouTube is not going to allow me to have new viewers. Because listen to what she's talking about now. Oh, now we're going to send her to court. Now we're going to figure out all the extra details. Let me read some comments. All right, guys, as you know, I'm on the run, so that's why I'm not able to have a perfect stream for you tonight. Shout out to everybody who's with me tonight. I know it's only a few people tonight, but I really love y'all, and I don't give a fuck how YouTube tries to hide my subscribers. So it is what it is, and I know they're not, I know they're lying about how many people are in the chat. Anyway, let me read some comments before I get out of here, guys. Let me read some comments before I get out of here. Because remember, this is how the conversation always goes. And it wasn't until recently, it wasn't until this video that they even asked where the father is. We're breaking through the matrix. They never wanted us to ask where the father is, but now they just want us to say, okay, well, we don't know where the father is and we need to live in agony. Let me read some comments before it. The media didn't give the mother a sob story yet. Oh, yeah, you didn't hear that? They already gave her a sob story. They said it could have been mental illness. It's just a sad story. Let me show you that. Jay said the media didn't give her a sob story, which is a very important note to make because the media usually does the job for these people. And I'm gonna show the rest of the Kendra G video in a minute. I'm about to get out of here. But look what the media said about the mother. It could have been a mental illness or some goofy
Vicky, it
shit.
happened
Listen.
around 11 o'clock this morning in Shepherdsville. 9-year-old and 6-year-old siblings allegedly gunned down by their own mother.
Did all we could.
But they couldn't be saved. 2 boys, 9 and 6 years old, gunned down in a home along Bentwood Drive. Their alleged killer is their own mother, 32-year-old Tiffany Lucas.
There were 2 victims in the bedroom there covered in blood and a gun on the bed.
The brothers were transported to Norton Children's but died from their injuries. Their mom is in the Bullitt County Detention Center charged with 2 counts of murder. Court records show Lucas previously spent a month in jail for a drug possession conviction.
This woman spent a month in jail for a drug possession, and she didn't get the kids taken away. They didn't think that was a problem. She still had custody of the kids, Jay. Spent a month in jail on some drug possessions, and that wasn't a problem. Do you see? They will not take the kids away until the child is dead. Ladies and gentlemen, I should have a lot more people in this stream. This needs to be spread over TikTok. Jay, do you see why YouTube tries to hide me? Do you see? Because even when these conversations come up with regular YouTubers, they're just gonna scratch the surface. Nigga like J-LEETHAL, I'm gonna kick open the door. I'm gonna wave in this 4-4, and all you're gonna hear is Joshua Lethal, don't hit me no more. See? Where were the kids when she was in jail? Probably with her mama. Because remember, there's always a mama or a grandmama. There's never a grandfather. Jay, you're asking the right questions. You're only 17 years old. You're going to carry the torch, Jay. The rest of us in this comment section, we're old and gray. My nigga Jay is 17 and he's asking the right question. He said, where was the kids when she was in jail? They was with the mama, Jay. Jay, every time you hear about these fucking, and when the mom dies, the kids go with the grandma. You never hear the kids go with the grandfather, Jay. She looked like she smells like outside. Now, I'm a runaway slave. I'm homeless, so I can laugh at that, but I'm also slightly offended. But it's more funny than anything. But you're 100% right. She has no reason to smell like outside. See, I'm a runaway slave. I'm homeless. That's why I smell like outside. This woman here, she has a house. It's just like the other woman we talked about in the last live stream. She had 2 kids that put a water emoji, a wave emoji in the chat. If you remember the woman, the black woman that jumped off the bridge after she killed her 2 black babies. Last week I showed you. Or last 2 weeks. I wasn't here last week. The woman jumped off the bridge. They found her 2 babies killed, special eds, special needs, and she got the house from Habitat of Humanity. She got her house for free from a charity, and she still killed the kids. Still didn't even have no money for the kids. Still didn't have no food for the kids, and the house was free. Talk to me in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, but we don't want to have discussions and then finally when the child dies, now you want to put the child on what? 60 Minutes? You want to put the child on America's Most Wanted once the shit happens, once the shit hits the fan? Wow.
For a drug possession conviction.
Whether you think it's mental illness, just pure evil, combination of both, whether it could be substance abuse, any combination thereof,
You see, Jay? You see, he's already trying to, like you asked, did the media make a sob story? The police officer tried to make a sob story for her. You know, whether it's mental illness or she's just tired or whatever the case, or she's just evil or whatever, who knows? Who knows what's the case? They're trying to give, potential. Listen closely. It could be mental illness, it could be this, it could be that.
illness, just pure evil, combination. Whether you think it's mental illness, just pure evil, combination of both, whether it could be substance abuse, any combination thereof,
Oh, so it could be mental illness, it could be substance abuse. You see, when it's a man who kills the kids, that's an evil monster, ladies and gentlemen. I need to read some comments. I know it's only a few people in the chat, but when it's a man in the chat and then a man kills the kids, he's an evil monster. When it's the woman, well, it could have been mental illness, it could have been substance abuse. If it was pure evil, yeah, all of that, everything and above. But let me show you some last little shit before I get out of here. So that was that woman. Hold on, let me see if she had anything. I think I showed all that. Let me see this last little thing from this woman right here. Hold on. Thank you guys for joining me. I don't know how many views this video is gonna get, but it is what it is. Look at this right here. Let's listen to the rest of this bullshit.
Breakers, Brittany.
Deal breakers is woman beaters, broke, little. Don't need to slide my way, baby. It ain't gonna work. Not family.
So you hear her? You can't have a little D. You can't beat her. You can't be broke. Listen to all the goofy shit. And I just want you to focus on Kendra G right now. Just focus on Kendra.
Oriented. I cannot stand somebody that is selfish. I can't do big. I'm sorry. I'm small. I'm petite. I can't do big. And I ain't saying big like you could be 6'4" and swole, but you can't be 5'11" and 350 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So you can't be fat. You have to make over 150,000. You have to have a big dick. You have to put up with her kids and her felon baby daddies. You have to be into God. You have to make a bag. Like this is what I'm saying. Delusional. But Kendra thinks this shit is funny.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam, Brittany.
Can y'all see? I'm short too. Dang. It won't do it. Okay, can I just do this?
Okay. We see you, boo. You look thin. You look small to have 3 kids.
Yeah. Clap that, snap that.
All right, Brittany, when was your last relationship?
I'm be honest.
You be honest this whole time. Why you gonna start lying?
About a day ago.
You broke up with somebody yesterday?
Her last relationship, ladies and gentlemen, was a day ago. Solo Dollar, her last relationship was 1 day ago, and she was with that nigga for 7 days.
Who you break up with yesterday?
But we only been dating for a week.
Wait a minute. So y'all had a 7-day relationship.
Yep. It was a good little week too.
It was a good little week. This is the mother. Listen to it. This is someone's mother. She has 3 daughters, and she just got out of a 7-day relationship, but it was a quote unquote good little week. Do you hear this? It was a good little week. I was with this man for the past 7 days. Not any of my baby daddies, just the last nigga I was with in the last 7 days, ladies and gentlemen. And look at Kendra.
Good.
So why did it end?
I get bored fast.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, finally a fucking honest woman. Finally an honest woman. Why did that not last with the nigga you were with just yesterday? Oh, I get bored fast. There you go. Bingo, ladies and gentlemen. She gets bored fast. This is the answer that they need to start saying. They're bored. It's not about toxic. It's not about abusive. It's not about manipulative. It's not about narcissistic. You're fucking bored and you're stupid even further than that. Not only are you bored, you're fucking stupid.
Clap that, snap that.
All right, Brittany, when was your last relationship?
I'm be honest.
You be honest this whole time. Why you gonna start lying?
About a day ago.
You broke up with somebody yesterday? Who you break up with yesterday?
But we only been dating for a week.
What? So y'all had a 7-day relationship.
Yep, it was a good little week too. It was good.
So why did it end?
I get bored fast. You do the wrong thing, and it's kind of like, no.
Is that, could he come back?
Not if somebody better come up.
Not somebody don't come.
You see what she says? If you do the wrong thing, no, I'm dropping you. These are the women. They have that ability. Let's continue.
Okay. So is it fair to say your last time you had sex was yesterday?
Yep.
Okay.
Somebody put that in the chat. The last time she had sex was yesterday, de facto. And she's on a dating show looking for another man. This is why I say it's the men's fault for allowing these women to believe that this shit is even within the realm of possibility. It's men's fault for even lying. Even the men that lied to these women just to get the pussy. That I'm blaming you. She should never feel this comfortable to show her face on the internet and be this delusional. It's only because she's still going to have some men that's hitting her up. Let's continue. I don't know if you guys get me, because this is all about Keke Palmer.
Okay. Brittany, what are 3 flaws you have to work on?
I think sometimes I'm too bold. I'm too direct. I love hard, and like the other girl was saying, I expect people to do what I would do. My expectations of people. And the last flaw, I'm probably too cocky.
She said she's too cocky. Okay. So Brittany.
She's too cocky, ladies and gentlemen. She's too cocky, aka fucking delusional. Let's continue.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm nurturing. I'm a good woman. I'm loving. I'm ambitious. I'm a hustler. Okay. I'm funny. I'm caring, and I love kids. So.
You love kids. All right, and then what's the age range you would date?
30 to 40. 45.
Do you care if he has kids already?
No.
Do you want more kids?
Yeah.
Oh, you do want more kids. All right, let's do it. How can the guy reach out to you, babe?
My name is CoverGirl BP on Instagram.
Okay. Listen, I rock with you because you rock with you. But I'm just, as we go out, now you already know, and I guess you say you don't care, but I want you to reiterate. I'm going to give you an opportunity to respond to all the crazy shit people going to say. So do you have anything to say? Because you know the cousin's gonna cousin. I'm letting you know right now.
Yeah, I already, girl, I know.
You know, and you don't care. All you worry about is the man that make $150K and get it how you get it. Do we got to be in Chicago?
No.
Okay. All right, well,
and so, again, this is Kendra G, who had a problem with Kevin Samuels, but this is how she thinks it should be done. When you put a spotlight on Kendra, this is how she thinks she needs to interact with the black community, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. YouTube, I'm so frustrated in you for not making me a bigger star. I should be bigger on YouTube, to be honest. Way bigger. This is how the woman who had a problem with Kevin Samuels, when you put a spotlight on her, you give her a chance to deal with the black community and black relationships. And this is what she does. This is what she thinks is okay. This is what she thinks is funny. Now I'm gonna show you one more video and then I'm out of here. Talk to me in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've learned anything or if you've got a little bit of a inclination to further investigate into our situation, please put a brain emoji in the chat. This is the last video I'm going to show you, and I'm about to get out of here. Now, de facto, are you in the chat? If my nigga de facto's not in the chat, I'm not going to play this next part, but I will play the final part that I was supposed to show.
I listened to.
This conversation, we're talking about, what's the woman's name? Keke Palmer, right? Now, mind you, it's not just about Keke Palmer, but Keke Palmer is being used as a as a blueprint for how the rest of Black America, the Black American woman should act. Take the kid, get the baby. You're making more money, and more times than not, let's just be very real, guys. There's this whole spiel about the man making more money. That might be true in the white community. It might be true in the white community that the man makes more money than the woman. The white woman might have a actual valid claim in her feminism crusade. However, the black woman is not making less than her black man. False. That's a false reality. So, in most cases, the woman's making more than the man. She has the power. So, the last thing I'm going to say before we get out of here is that in the black community, people are going to take Keke Palmer and use that they're going to use that and say, okay, we can do this. This is what we can do. This is what we're supposed to do. In other words, Keke is showing them the way on what to do. Keke is showing them literally what to do. Oh, this nigga's trying to check you. Because remember, what did the Keke Palmer's baby daddy do wrong? He checked her publicly and he told her she shouldn't do this. So now Keke is showing them, oh, if that nigga tries that shit, this is how you boss up on his ass. Now I'm gonna show you this one last video since we're talking about the abuse, because allegedly he's been abusing her this whole time too. You see how easy it is? Oh, and then when you read the comments, oh my God, every single black woman, I knew he was abusing her. This nigga this nigga, oh, every single, he's low self-esteem, he's a this and he's a that. Now again, the pictures are very crazy, but we don't know what the fuck's going on. I told you sometimes you need to knock a bitch head between the washer and dryer. That's just me. This is the last thing I'm gonna say before I get out of here. De facto, have you heard about the city girls? And I don't know why YouTube is really playing me with these numbers. Like, it's Friday night, it's 7:30. I should have some random people just coming in the stream, shouldn't I? Oh, you see, I'll get one or two more when I say some shit like that. But think about it, guys. On a side note, before I leave, because we're at 3 hours, I'm just a random YouTuber, right? It doesn't matter who I am. You mean to tell me I have 4, 5 people in the stream right now? You mean to tell me I'm on the worldwide internet talking about Keke Palmer, talking about all these relevant events, and I have 4 people in the chat? There's no random new people who were recommended my video. Nothing? Is that not weird to you? I have 4 people in the chat right now, guys. Wow. Anyway, I know my nigga De Facto's in the chat. De facto, have you seen the oh yeah, their album flopped. But let me show you this one thing before I get out of here. Because these girls are now talking about some bullshit. First thing is this.
So the songs that I actually liked and like.
You took less direction. You were more hands-on on this one to see it feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
Was that true?
No, not really. Not really. I feel like it was a lot of more people involved this time than the beginning, but I feel like this project is good. I feel like people not giving us like a fair chance of a listen. I feel like people listen with their eyes and not say like I feel like they don't hear like
I mean, peeing on somebody in the shower ain't bad though.
What? You said I wasn't even. You
Let me tell you
say
something.
you
You
were.
have to get people talking. You know how many people went to watch that interview wanted to see what cards I was reading Risha Roulette. Yes, I like go to showers, go buy them cards, baby.
Do you think
did he ever pee on me? No.
If you weren't dating
Never.
Diddy at the time, do you think that it would have went as crazy and as viral still?
I don't know, because it was like P. Diddy.
I mean, peeing on somebody in the shower ain't bad though.
What?
Like if you in the shower taking a
Yeah,
shower.
you ever took a shower and then he pee?
A he pee. What happened now?
Wait, what is that? Wait, no, I'm saying like you know what I'm saying. If you stand up in the shower and nigga just pee, it's like peeing. That's
That's
what
what I'm saying. Like it just, it just happens.
I
sometimes.
personally, for real, never got peed on. My mama cussed me the fuck out about that.
She
And I
was
was
mad.
like,
Good,
yeah, she
good
was.
mama Miami.
Listen, de facto, de facto. So this is the woman who went famous recently for saying that she likes to get peed on. She said, in real life, I never got peed on, and my mama got mad at me for saying that. Now, this isn't even why I showed you this video, but since you're here, de facto, I wanted to show you that because I know you like talking about Carisha getting peed on. She said, I never really got peed on. I just said that to what? Listen to her. Listen to her now. Listen to her. She never really got peed on.
I mean, peeing on somebody in the shower ain't bad though.
What?
Like if you in the shower taking a
Yeah,
shower.
you ever took a shower and then he pee?
A he pee. What happened now?
Wait, what is that? Wait, no, I'm saying like you know what I'm saying. If you stand up in the shower and nigga just pee, it's like peeing. That's
That's
what
what I'm saying. Like it just, it just happens.
I
sometimes.
personally, for real, never got peed on. My mama cussed me the fuck out about that.
She
And I
was
was
mad.
like,
Good,
yeah, she
good
was.
mama Miami.
Good
mama Miami.
She was like, for real. I was like, damn, I gotta start really saying shit like that. For real.
Why was she mad though?
Because she was just like, Carisha, for real, you be taking it too far. Like, and sometimes I do be taking it too far, but like, girl, I gotta sell these cards and I gotta.
You ain't gotta tell me. Well,
Look, she said, oh, I gotta sell this and I gotta sell that. So I tell the world that I get peed on. What type of shit is that, y'all? Ladies and gentlemen, I tell the young girls that are watching me that it's okay to get peed on because I need to sell this and sell that. But my mom calls me and tells me I'm embarrassing the family, and so I'm embarrassed. Do you see? But that's not even what I was showing you. Hold on.
welcome to our world.
Could you imagine the people at the church calling Mama Miami? So I just seen this video.
No,
That's
that
right.
was embarrassing because like people always go back telling my grandma shit too. She work at a nursing home, so she always be like, Carisha, and it's like for real, y'all.
Then you gotta
start
argue
showing
with
my
her.
grandma that shit at work. She ain't got on social media. She don't know what's going on. Stop going on.
So again, another woman lying allegedly about her life to the young children. But let me show you the reason why I showed you this video because we can talk about that later. But I gotta get out of here. Does anybody remember this woman here? Who is this woman, and what did I show you her for? I showed you for a number of reasons. Actually, I think I showed you her like two main times. Does anybody remember who this woman is, what her name is, and why I showed her to you? Hurry up, please. We got to get out of here. I'll give you her name. Her name is JT. Why did I show you this woman before? I'm gonna see if I can find the video on a side note. Hold on. Okay, let me show you this real quick before I get out of here. If y'all hear me, let me know.
So JT throws her phone at Lil Uzi Vert during the BET Awards. Hey, what's up? I'm A-Dub, and check this out. So the on-again, off-again couple attended the awards show in Los Angeles on Sunday night, June 25th, but appeared to get into a disagreement while sat in the audience. JT was filmed throwing her phone at Uzi before calling them a bitch ass and a groupie as fellow attendees watched on. On.
Give me your phone. Give me your phone.
Get that Get my fucking phone, bitch!
The City Girls rapper then stormed off as Uzi followed her out of the vicinity. Another video posted on BET's official TikTok page showed Lil Uzi Vert speaking to JT, who looked visibly upset, although it's unclear whether the clip was filmed before or after the incident. The caption said, "What do you think Uzi told JT?"
Now, if y'all don't remember that, we could talk about that a whole nother time. But the whole thing was, we talked about how this woman threw threw a phone at this man's face on in front of cameras, in front of thousands of spectators. She threw a phone at that man's face. And if you can pick up your phone right now and realize how heavy that is, she threw it at that man's face. Now, we're talking about the abuse of Keke Palmer, allegedly, right? We're talking about the abuse of Keke Palmer. If Keke Palmer says she's being abused. Let me show this last video and I'm about to get out of here. Hold on. Share this tab instead. Live stream. This is JT. This is the woman that threw a phone at Lil Uzi Vert's face. Nobody has never said anything about it. Nobody made a big deal about it. Allegedly, it's not abuse. So finally, she's promoting her little weak ass album, and they asked her, "Why did you throw the phone at Little Uzi Vert?" And why do I want to show you this? I want to show you this so you can see how much under a spell we are as a people. The men, the women, everybody is under a spell. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is the woman explaining why she assaulted a man on public television and nobody did anything. She assaulted a man.
Extra sitting down like I'm made sure that Barry was in like a frantic kid. Like he moves around a lot and he plays like he is like play a lot. So when he got off stage, he came to me for a show. You have to be there earlier. Me.
Damn, Carisha.
I had braids before too. Long blonde
I
braids.
swear to God, I ain't even.
She said you're not memorable. What happened?
Look,
I'm like,
whoa.
you gotta get it a tea.
Whoa.
Jeffy on. She be.
Jeffy,
Oh my God.
Yeah, like, whoa. I listen every morning. I've been here.
But
I'll be home every
y'all probably know
morning.
just from social media too, though.
No,
Years
Jeffy
before
with the
stuff.
sheets. For
Yes, she
real.
do.
She with the sheets. She don't spare nobody. That's why she ain't spare me. That's why I want to see her.
Lord have mercy. Now, hold on, a couple more questions. JT,
Mm.
why you had to throw your phone at Uzi at the awards?
Okay, so let me tell y'all why I threw my phone at.
But
I'll be home
but
every
y'all probably know
morning.
just from social media too, though.
No,
Years
Jess
before
be with the
stuff.
sheets. For
Yes, she
real.
do.
She be with the sheets. She don't spare nobody. That's why she ain't spare me. That's why I want to see her.
Lord have mercy. Now, hold on, a couple more questions. JT,
Mm.
why you had to throw your phone at Uzi at the awards?
Okay, so let me tell y'all why I threw my phone at Uzi, because for real. Okay, the reason I threw my phone at Uzi is because when he had to perform, so when you have to perform at an award show, you have to be there earlier. Me, I'm gonna get in my glam. Like I have to do my thing. I gotta make sure I'm on time. So I'm not with all of that trying to go together and all of that. Let him get there and do his job, because I'm not that type of woman. I'm not trying to be like, oh, you gotta take me. No, because I got my own life, my own career, and they gonna know my name when I step on the carpet. So we get in there, and baby, I'm so sorry when I say this. Uzi is like a frantic kid. Like he moves around a lot and he plays like he is like play a lot. So when he got off stage, he came to me and he like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. He was like, give me a kiss. And then I was like, I gave him a kiss. He was like, we finna go, let's go, let's go. And I'm like, what? The show just started like that. And then I had on this big ass dress. I had on a huge dress. So I'm thinking he leaving and about to send somebody back to come and get me. But when I get up, he down there with sorry, Bari. He down there with chilling with Bari. And so happened.
Who's Bari?
His friend. His friend that he brung. It's like
Federal law allows citizens such as myself to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and or parody, which does not infringe on copyright 17 U.S.C. 107.
Maybe not then.
You should have made sure I had that seat. It was never about another artist because the artist is supposed to be there. It was never about that. It's about that you made sure that Bari was in his seat. Like he's sitting there, he's chilling like this when I walk up. Bari like they're like, yeah, bitch, I'm sitting right
Bari
here.
supposed to get up.
Yeah, he supposed to got up and been you got what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
when I got down there, you supposed to check him as soon as I got down there. Like get up and let my girl sit down. You get what I'm trying to say? He acting like he drunk and delirious and he don't know what's going on. And Bari.
Okay, so she admits that she assaulted a man on camera, and the reason why she did it was because someone was sitting in her seat. Are we seeing a problem with this? I'm about to get out of here. But we can't start getting on this abuse train if you don't see what I'm talking about. You get what I mean? You can't get on this whole abuse train talking about abuse of this and that if you're not willing to have the same energy all across the board. This is all I'm saying.
So I'm gonna turn up in this bitch because he know like how I am, how I can get.
Okay.
But it's like I feel like both of them as men, somebody like you should have got up quick. You should have thought fast. You should have like all of that extra sitting down. Like I'm in the awards. You ain't no rapper. You should have got up.
Because it got picked up and reported as like the whole Ice Spice situation.
Yeah,
That was
I know,
like a
but
whole thing.
like when and me and Uzi went back in the award show and he sat directly back next to Ice Spice and I sat where Bari was sitting, so it was never a problem. But people won't report that,
Right. Yeah.
and I have to go on there and like.
And people were saying that she was jealous because Lil Uzi was sitting next to Ice Spice. But my whole point is, look how confident she is in her assault. She assaulted a man. Look how confident she is in blaming somebody for assaulting him. And this is the society we live in. We never think twice about it. So it's almost like I can't move on to the next point. And some people might think it's redundant when I talk about these things. I can't move on to the next point until we address these points, ladies and gentlemen. And look at Charlemagne the God and all these men that are there. They're not holding her accountable for assaulting a man. They allowed her to say this bullshit and they didn't say nothing about it.
Like make people make me get mad at this girl or like, oh, you mad, you jealous, you like, I'm like, you ain't even hear me say nothing about woman, bitch, nothing. Like girl, sis, nothing. Like even when I walked up, I said hi to her. But when I was walking up, I was so upset because he's like a kid. Like when you got in there, you supposed to know how to like court your girl. You get them.
You see, that's supposed to be her man, but she's on the Breakfast Club talk about he's like a kid. This man is like a kid and this and that. After you assaulted him, no respect. No respect, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to get out of here. No respect. She's calling her man a kid. She's supposed to be shutting her motherfucking mouth. This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have enough men that are allowed to step down and tell these bitches shut the fuck up. This woman got this fake ass hair hat on. Have you seen her fucking pictures when she was? Matter of fact, hold on. Because I don't think y'all seen her mugshot. Have you seen her mugshots? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the same woman right here. Look at this woman right here. Hold on. Do y'all see this? Look at her mugshots right here, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Look at her mugshot, ladies and gentlemen. This is the same woman who's talking all this shit about assaulting a man and he should this and that and the third. Ladies and gentlemen, are you hearing me? Is this thing on me? I guess I gotta get out of here. Stream down. Can y'all hear me? Sorry, YouTube. God damn. Sorry, YouTube. I guess YouTube got to suspend me. Can y'all hear me? Stream down. All right, Jay. Did you see? Um? Did you at least see where the woman admitted she assaulted a man? Nobody checked her, and she blamed the man for assaulting him. That's all I need y'all to see. You can go look up the City Girls Breakfast Club interview, the most recent one. Go around 58 minutes, 57 minutes. You're gonna see it yourself. Then I already knew there was. I That's why I tried to interrupt it. I tried to, for purposes of news reporting. Jay, well, all you gotta do is go watch the Breakfast Club interview with City Girls. Around 57 minutes, she talks about how she assaulted him because it was his fault. He shouldn't have done this, and he knows better than that. So she assaulted him. This is the woman right here. This is the woman right here, ladies and gentlemen. So again, let me see one last thing before I get out of here. Hopefully, I didn't get a copyright strike. I just wanted to have a quick little discussion with y'all. Thank you guys for joining me. The conversation was about Keke Palmer. I know I wasn't going to get a lot of traction on this video, but that's because we're living in the matrix. Thank you guys for joining me. But I do want you to listen to all the people on YouTube who's going to talk about this, and then I need you to ask yourself, are these people having the real conversation? Yes. Keke Palmer, she acted out of line. The man, he should leave her. But what about the child? Is it realistic that the man is going to break up with the woman and he's still going to have control over the child, authority over the child? Is it realistic? What's more realistic? Who is going to have authority over the child when the relationship ends? See, this is the conversation we simp, and you just need to leave that bitch and just go on to the next bitch. But what about your child? See, that's why children don't need to speak on the issue. But that's just my point. That's just my thought. The next time I see you, holler at your boy. Thank you, Seventh House. It's crazy how YouTube works. YouTube knows when I'm about to get off the stream, and then they just start letting people come through. So anyway, Seventh House, I would talk a little bit more, but I'm about to get out of here. I had a whole conversation, but YouTube doesn't let anybody know until the end. So I gotta go now. Thank you guys for joining me. Go watch the stream back. I didn't want to take too much of your time. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. I might not be able to be with you guys on Monday. That's why I wanted to come and have this conversation with you now. But if I do see you, or if I don't, either way, it was a beautiful time to be alive. Hopefully, you can hear me clearly. Hopefully, this stream doesn't get taken down. Either way, it was a beautiful time to be alive. Thank you guys for joining me. Until next time I see you, holla at your boy. Vibrate.